I don't even know what he's doing.
Oh, what the hell are you talking about? Like what?
Not really. All of this through here. Stop. Cállate, no.
I hope you're not like live yet.
Yes, I am.
Yes, we are. Holy shite. Hello!
Hi, Adriana.
Hello.
Hey, Pia.
Hi, Pia.
Guys, bro, let me tell you.
Dog, it's been a week.
It's been it's been a week, bro.
I'm about to explode.
Hey, hey.
Hello, hello.
Can you guys hear us?
I hope so.
I'm hoping they do, but like I'm not entirely sure.
If not, whoopsies. Sorry. Hello.
Okay, so I'm guessing they can't hear us.
I'm assuming so.
Hi, everyone. Hi.
Hello, hello.
For the people that don't know, this is my brother, Joel.
For those of you who watch lives, I'm usually always in the background and or in chat.
Right. Guys,
Stop.
sorry that I have like no makeup on or anything, but honestly, it's been a week, okay? It's been one hell of a week.
I'm tired, yeah.
One hell of a week, I can tell you that much.
Thank you, Pia. I did.
I don't know, like where do we start?
We'll start with the concert. We'll start there.
We'll start with the
Start
concert.
with the concert. The good part of what happened this week.
We'll start. Well, we'll just wait a little bit until more people come in. I know, Adriana, you're like right there. she was also going to
that's
the
right.
hummus.
Shit.
No, for real, Pia.
Pia knows what's up. I can write a book. This has been the longest week of my life.
Booty, bro. Rocking everywhere.
Rocking everywhere. Rocking everywhere.
Well, yeah, we had like it was a tough week, to say the least. But I'm just gonna say, like, hold up, let me post this on social media. And the reason why I want to do this live was, one, because I needed to vent. I really needed to, like, I needed people to understand. Because this shit doesn't happen to everybody, bro. It happens to us, bro.
No, legit.
It's horrible. Things that happen to us, bro.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I was dressed up as Jong Bear. It was really funny because Jungle isn't one of my biases. Whoopsies. OT8, but like technically not on the list. But I love Jung Bear. Jung Bear is my favorite of the ATEEZ. He's my favorite design. I have everything Jung Bear. I have the lightstick cover. I have the plush. I don't have the keychain, but I kind of stole hers. Let's see if I give it back.
You are gonna give it back.
Well, that's good, Adriana. But I dressed up as Jung Bear. It was really cute. I was really frustrated with it, getting it ready. Because it looked so bad before it got good.
No, even from there, like, you trying to get the clothes that didn't get here on time. It was just
clothes didn't get here on time. The things that I did buy didn't fit. Oh, it was so much. Did my bias change? I'm gonna be 100. Mingy didn't hit.
As you thought it would.
as I thought it would.
Damn.
But you know.
Yeah. You know got a whole mess of people. Let me tell you.
You know, Jungho had me on the floor. Songhwa, I wasn't expecting him to hit as hard, but I was like, halfway through the concert, I was like, Pia, you know what? You're so right.
Even though her bias is Songhwa, that's like her number.
That's what I'm saying.
That's her old. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Songhwa. Songhwa out of nowhere was like,
yeah.
halfway through.
No, I did not cheat. He barely came on my side. I will say that, right? He barely came on our side.
You know?
Jungho.
Yeah, I don't know.
He barely came on our
He
side,
barely
honestly, and that was sad. Now, other people on the other hand.
Not Pia threatening me. Girl.
Well, I don't know. Okay, so let's start. How do we start? Okay, so last week, yeah. we were preparing for the ATEEZ concert. We're from Florida. We had bought our tickets and we had planned everything since May. Back in May, beginning of May actually. We had bought our tickets, we got everything, we got the hotel, like everything. We bought our plane tickets, everything. Like, so we ended up having last week preparing for the ATEEZ concert and for the trip because we were going to New York. Which is like a less than 3 hour flight from Miami, from where we live. So, so we were just like, okay, we're going to go. We were excited. We were all excited. We were all going to be like, okay, let's just pack our stuff, let's do this. We all started packing very light because it was just going to be for the weekend. We were going to fly in Friday morning and come back Sunday morning. Like we would get here like Sunday, like around 1 p.m. in the afternoon, back to Miami. So that was just our plan. Our plan was literally to just go to New York, kind of sightsee a little bit on Friday, Saturday go to the concert, and then Sunday morning fly back. That was literally like just our weekend trip. That's what we were gonna do, and that's what we had planned the whole since May. That's what we had planned the whole time. It was literally just that. So that's what we did, which was fine. Okay, we get there Friday morning smoothly.
Yeah,
we're fine. We get to the hotel a bit earlier than what we were than check-in. Check-in I think was at 3 in the afternoon.
We got there like at 12.
Yeah, we got there like at 12, and we weren't the only ones. There was a whole mess of people outside waiting, and they were like, "Oh, the rooms are not ready yet." Blah blah blah. So we ended up just waiting in the lobby of the hotel. We were also very tired because we barely slept. We had woken up so super early. Whatever. It is what it is. We were hungry. We were mostly hungry. At the time, we were hungry.
Yeah.
So whatever. After a while, we were finally able to go to our rooms. Like we checked in, we went to the rooms. The rooms were really nice. The hotel was actually really nice where we actually got.
It was really nice.
We didn't stay inside of New York City. Like we stayed in Queens, but the hotel was a very nice hotel. The staff was great. Like it was honestly, it was a good place that we had stayed in. So, anyways, we stayed there. Friday night, we end up going meeting one of our fellow YouTube friends, Kaylee. She's from Boston. She had gone to New York that same day because of the ATEEZ concert the next day. So we were just like, oh, let's meet up. So we met up at Times Square because she was staying in the city. So we ended up going to Times Square. We go to Times Square. We meet up with her. We go to the Line Friends store that's in Times Square. And, we're just having fun. We're just there, vibing. Then we end up going, we're like, oh, we were hungry. It was nighttime. So we're like, oh, let's go eat something. So we ended up going to a pizza place. Obviously, when in New York, might as well just go to a pizza place. We ended up going to get pizza. We literally eat outside of the restaurant, outside of the pizza place. They had some picnic tables, literally right in front of the store. So we sat there and we're there joking. Literally, we're joking and we're just like, bro, the guy. Yeah, and I kept telling my parents,
someone's walking around here.
I told them, I was like, bro, I'm pretty sure that one of the guys is gonna be here because they still haven't posted the pictures. And every time they come to New York, they go to Times Square. And now we were literally off Times Square, literally down the road. It wasn't even we were literally a couple of, not even a block.
We were across the street from Aladdin on Broadway.
Yeah. We were literally in down one of those other streets. Literally around the corner was Times Square. We were seeing Times Square right in front of us. So we're there eating, blah blah blah, and then it was already 11.
Yeah, so we go back to the hotel.
No, we were just oh, we were gonna go to the Rockefeller
Center,
Center, which was literally also a couple of blocks down. But then my parents were like, no, we're super tired. Like, we flew in today.
We have to be up early tomorrow.
Mind you, my parents, both my parents went. He went. Our other little brother went. Our friend Evelyn and her brother went. So it was like a 8 of us. Plus Kaylee that we met up with her. So there was 9 of us. So we ended up, we were like, no, we're super tired. We're just going to go home. Like, go back to the hotel because we're really tired. And we had like literally woken up like at 4 or 5 in the morning. And we had flown. And it was like a whole thing. So we ended up leaving. And I'm not kidding you. An hour later, like once we're
on the train.
Yeah, we're on the train.
We're on the subway back to the hotel, and Amy goes, "Ain't no way." Shows the picture of of
in Times Square, bro.
And I'm looking at the pictures. He wasn't that far away from us.
No, he wasn't
right
there.
That far.
Oh my god, I wanted to cry. I swear, I wanted to cry.
Maybe like down
so
a
bad.
block or two.
I wanted to cry so bad. I was just like, out of all of the guys, I could have met bro. And we did it. So then now, I almost cried myself to sleep that night. I was just like, this is bullshit.
That's funny.
I was like, this is freaking crazy. I was like, because I had a feeling that whole night, literally that whole night.
Someone's here.
I was like, bro, we're gonna see one of the guys here. We're gonna see one of the guys, and we freaking left. And a couple of minutes later, I think like 30 minutes later, after we left, he popped up. Anyways, that's besides the point. Let's continue so that I won't start shedding tears right now, because honestly I still can't believe it. But anyways, that happened. We go back to the hotel, whatever. We're literally sending each other the video like, fuck, we could have met him. Like, what the heck? Whatever. It is what it is. We go to sleep because obviously the next day was going to be an eventful day. It was going to be the day of the concert. So we had to go. Oh, yeah. No, wait. Back up. When we first bought the tickets back in May, like the pre-orders and whatever, when we first bought them, I had bought tickets. Evelyn bought tickets for her and her brother. I bought tickets for my mom, my little brother, and myself. So it was just, but we were literally in the same section. We had bought tickets for section 109, which is like not floor seats, but they're not super high. They're like right the first section going up, like on the bleachers type of thing. We were like close. We got them to the side, close to the stage, so that we could, we weren't that far. We got those. The week before, 2 weeks before? 2 weeks before.
It was 2?
I was gonna say 1.
I thought it was 1.
Oh, the week before the trip, I don't know why I decided to go on like this, like SeatGeek, which is like a website, which is kind of like a website that people like resell their tickets. And I go on SeatGeek and I see floor tickets still on sale. And I'm just like, let me see how much they are. Because I was like, whatever, let me just see. And I saw the seat that I clicked on was like the section right next to the stage, like literally right next to the stage. For like, I'm not even gonna say how much it was, but it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. Like, it wasn't as bad. I thought it was gonna be more, but anyways, like I thought it was gonna be way more.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I thought it was gonna be like $1,000, and I was like, I'm not gonna pay $1,000 for that.
It wasn't. It wasn't 1,000.
It was not 1,000.
There was 3 digits. It wasn't 4.
Yeah, and it wasn't close to 1,000 either. No. I will tell you.
No.
Because even if it was closer to 1,000, I still wouldn't have paid for that. There ain't no way. But anyways, I looked at the price for the actual row and the section that it was, and it wasn't that bad. And I was just like, should I not? Because I had already bought the other ticket up with my mom and with my little brother. So I was just like, no, I shouldn't. And then I can't ask them or him and Evelyn. They were like, just do it. And I was just like,
that little devil. You tell me, hey, should I buy this? Do you have the money? Is everything else you have paid off? You're good to go.
So then I ended up just buying it without knowing. I was just like, oh, I already confirmed.
Whoopsies. So
I ended up getting that ticket without knowing later on until the week of where I sat, because I had seen, like, I was like, okay, it was literally it was section A5, which was like the stage was there. Then they have like the little you know, the
like
little
that catwalk walkway, and then the little tiny stage.
It was literally that the section right next to the catway. So I was like, fine. You know, I was just like, all right, cool. My row was row 14 of that section, seat 16. And I'm just like, look, it is what it is, right? I ended up getting that same week, like a couple of days after, like the whole, like the website confirmed my payment, blah, blah, blah. They obviously, the girl that's reselling them, she transfers the ticket to my account, my Ticketmaster account. When I get the ticket a couple of days after, I'm telling you, this was like the week of, like a couple of days before us flying to New York. I get that ticket and I see that it's VIP. And I was like, no, it's not. In my head, I was already like, no, it's probably just
a floor.
It's just a floor seat. Like, I'm okay with that, whatever. No, it was sector VIP. Yeah. So him and his friend had bought sector VIP tickets.
We had saved up since October.
Yeah.
For when the tickets went on sale in May.
Yeah.
We had saved since October. We had overshot the budget because we didn't spend that much on the ticket. I fought tooth and nail for those seats. And there were some, when I had gone in to buy the tickets, were row 4. Row 4. And the seats right next to the stage.
Yeah.
I would have been right there. I would have been sweated on. But no, someone had taken those seats already. So, but me and my friend were in section B6. So we were in the section next to the one Amy ends up in. A little more off to the side. It was crazy.
But they still had bought, like, that ticket that they had bought was still VIP. Was sector VIP.
I didn't know.
Until after you bought it.
Until Amy told me, hey dude, that says sector VIP on it. Yeah. And I was like, no the fuck I don't. You're lying to me. You are a big fat liar. But no, it was true.
Yeah. So then I ended up getting VIP from this transfer. Like, when I bought the ticket, it didn't tell you that it was VIP or anything. I was just like, I don't care. I just want to be closer. Like, at the counter, I'm going to be closer. Like, that's all how I had it in my head. But once the girl transferred the tickets to my Ticketmaster account and I saw the details, I opened the details. I was like, let me see the details. It said sector VIP. And I almost, like, literally almost peed myself. I was like, this was like at 12 a.m., remember?
It was. And you run into my room. Oh, God.
And I couldn't even, like, scream or anything because it was like past midnight. But I was just like, oh my God. Like, I was like, I'm gonna, like, I have freaking Soundcheck. That's all I wanted. I was like, oh my God. I was like freaking out. So whatever. This was, mind you, this was a couple of days before. I think it was like Pia and Kayla. I did tell them. I was just like, I got freaking sector VIP. And Adriana. I was like, I got sector VIP. Like, I couldn't even freaking believe it. Whatever. We end up going to New York. That whole spiel of, like, Times Square. Anyway, Saturday morning, we wake up. Since we knew that we had VIP, we had to be there earlier because we still weren't sure at what time we had to, like, get our VIP things, like our passes, get in the line, all that stuff.
We didn't know if it was first come first serve or if we were gonna sit at our seats.
Yeah, we didn't know none of that. So we were just like, let's just go early, just so that we can know, you know, just in case, whatever. So we went early, but not super early either. We got there like around 1:30, like
1:32 ish.
Around there. Like, we took our time getting ready. Like, we took our time trying to figure out what we were doing, like our makeup, our everything, our outfits, blah blah blah. We got to the venue like around 1:15 around there, and it was already packed. It was packed. It wasn't as packed as when it's
packed for what we were expecting to see at that time. In retrospect, that was nobody. Yeah, in comparison to the crowds of people that were going to show up later.
Yeah. But we ended up, like, we got there. It was like there was already a line for merch, like really long line for merch. So Evelyn and her brother went in the line, and I told her, I was like, oh, just like when you get up front, call us, you know, because we went to the VIP thing to get our badge and to get our bracelet, and yeah, it was just a bracelet and our
bracelet and the badge.
And the badge. So we had to get that, but people were already handing out freebies here and there. A little bit, like an hour after, they opened the ATEEZ zone, which I think is the first time that they actually do that. But pretty much it was like a tent, and if you had their membership on Tok app, you had to do a survey in front of them, and then once you saw, it wasn't a survey, it's just like yes, yes, yes. It was like 3 or 4 questions, and that's it.
It was a survey, I think. It was a survey. It was actually a survey.
Yeah, but it wasn't a long ass survey. It was just like 3 questions.
Oh no! It was like, how do you like the service? Would you use it again? Would you recommend it to someone?
Yeah. And then we did that in front of the person, and then they would give us photo cards like at random. But I didn't know that it was 2. I just saw the first one, and the first one that I got was Jung Ho, and I was just like, yay! I was happy with that. But then Joel was like, no, there's actually 2, and when I get the other one, I had Hongjoon, so I got Hongjoon and Jung Ho, which I don't mind.
Muy feliz.
I was very happy. So then it was just that the 18 zone was just that. You just got like, if you had the membership and you did the survey right in front of them, they would give you the photo cards. So that was pretty cool.
It was cool.
Like, it was nice, and everybody was you would hear like the excitement because everybody was like,
oh yeah, it was the most psychologically horrifying thing because you're standing in this long line, not as long as the merch line, but it was pretty long, and you just hear. It was really funny.
Oh, and also when we were in the line for the 18 zone, they started the guys actually started
their sound check.
Their sound check for real. And it was the coolest thing because we heard them from outside, and everybody's like screaming, and everybody's like singing the songs and like listening to them singing. Like, their actual the sound check for them was at that time. So we heard that while we were outside, which was pretty cool. And then and the amount of freebies that people were giving was
so much.
It was and like different things. It wasn't just like, oh, here, like little photo cards. No. It was, I'll show you guys what I got, plus like my mom got some, my little brother got some, he got some, my friend, like we all got different things. But it was so much fun. It was so cool. Seeing the outfits. People were super nice.
People's outfits. There were a lot of people dressed up as pirates, but like Ren Fair pirates.
Yeah.
And I was like, these
like Renaissance.
So cool. They were so cool. A lot of cowboy hats, a lot of tassels and dangles, a lot of black. It's an ATEEZ concert.
It's ATEEZ concert, yeah.
I expect it.
I will say,
I'm gonna be 100% honest. I went dressed as Jongbear, and my best friend went dressed as Uyongyang. We expected more people to do outfits based off of the ATEEZ, and we felt kind of unique.
Yeah.
We felt creative. There were a few like Sandoki.
Yeah. But I don't know. It was just, this is the first concert that I go to where there were so many free, like a lot of people giving freebies. Like, I'm not telling you that it was like 5, 10. No. I'm talking about like,
and it was different things. It was candy. It was photo cards. It was bracelets. It was charms. It was stickers. It was just a bunch of stuff, and it was really cool. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. People, I don't know, if you guys are on like ATEEZ Twitter feed and stuff, you guys know that there were a lot of people that have been complaining about the previous like concert dates in different cities, that people were saying that people were being rude. They were asking for their like, that they didn't want every like random member. They wanted like their bias thing, and people were being rude about it. But I personally don't, at least from where we saw, like in New York, people were being the nicest. People were not like, oh no, I don't want that. Like, at least what we saw, we didn't see anything like that.
And I think a lot of people had prepared their packages, like the stuff they were gonna bring, the freebies they were gonna bring, per member. So a lot of them would ask you like, oh, what member do you want? And they'd scavenge through and give you whichever. But I think a lot of people, there was a lot of preparation.
Yeah.
For that.
Yeah, but it was really like, the people were super nice. The 18s there in the I don't know about the other, like the rest of the like the other cities that they have gone to, but I could tell you that people in New York were the sweetest and the super nicest, and they were like giving out even like scrunchies. They would put scrunchies in the freebies, like if you need to pick up your hair. Like they were very, very creative. The best concert I've been to in that sense were like the fans and the freebies, and it was really, really different. Like I felt like it was the most, I don't know. I guess it was just very fun, and it was very respectful. People were super nice about it. I don't know about the others. I've been to like their other concerts and stuff like that, but this is the city, like at least New York City for me was a different experience in that sense. feel like the fandom was
like I think the last time I'd been to a concert where I had a very similar emotion to it was when we went to 17.
yeah.
17, I got a lot of freebies at 17.
Yeah. But not as much as this one. This
But
one
not
for
as
me.
much.
This one was
people would
a lot.
people would see me dressed up as Jungbear and run up to me and hand me Jungo stuff, and then disappear. I don't know where they went.
Yeah.
They returned to the shadows and gone. But I was like, this is so fun. I love this.
Also,
Evelyn looks different. That's funny. Yeah.
I also think the I don't know. I just felt like the vibe was different.
The vibe was really fun. It was the grand, even though it was hot.
Yeah, it was.
Even though the sun was scorching right here, it was a lot of fun.
But whatever. We end up going after that. After like getting our little photo cards from like the ATEEZ zone, we line up for VIP because they told us, oh, you have to start lining up by 3, and it was already like 2 something.
So we lined up.
So we were like, let's just go and start lining up. So Kaylee, because she also got VIP, the 4 of us, him and his friend, and Kaylee and myself, we all go to get in line for VIP. Evelyn calls me and she's like, oh, I'm here at merch. We're already in line. And she's like, oh, I'm at merch. So and I asked her, what do you guys want? Blah, blah, blah. We start buying. I ended up buying another lightini because I gave the one that I had to my little brother because he didn't have one. So I ended up getting it.
I forgot.
I know. I just remembered. It was piece of shit. I get the lightini. Like my cousin comes. She's like, oh, Evelyn's like, oh, I'm gonna send Sam. He's like, I'm gonna send Sam to send you your stuff. I was like, okay, perfect. He comes he walks because City Field is huge, bro. It's a whole baseball field. It's huge. He comes. He brings us our stuff. I have like he had his shirt.
I have this shirt, the one I'm wearing currently.
Yeah, he had bought his shirt. I had bought they bought me a picket fan. And then bought me
yeah, the tour tee, the one with all the dates on it.
No, I didn't.
You didn't?
No,
I thought you did.
No.
Well,
I ended up getting the jersey and the lightini. That's what I got.
Oh, okay.
So I get the lightini. Now I get everything, but I was just like, let me get the lightini to start putting the batteries inside. I get the lightini. We're all like holding the stuff because we didn't get a bag. We're not that smart. At that point, we were not that smart. No. We didn't get a bag. So everybody, like Kaylee was holding her stuff. Like we were all like holding our stuff like on our hands, like, and I don't know. I tell Joel, I was like, oh, I put the strap on my lightini. I literally put the strap on, and I had it right here, hanging on my wrist. Yep. And then I go like this. I open the little top. I don't know. I think it was the sun that was like affecting me or something.
We'll blame it on the sun.
Let's blame it on the sun.
The sun did it.
I let go of the lightini, thinking that it was still on. That's why I let go.
Yeah, because you had unscrewed it to put the batteries in.
And I completely forgot that it was not like screwed in. So it felt literally like this. Boom. Literally like that. Like the ball on the floor. Bah!
Smack straight.
And all I heard was everybody. Everybody was gasping, and I'm just like, oh my god! And I grab it, cracked,
fully in half. Like,
let me see if I have the picture. I wanted to cry,
like
bro.
The globe of the lightini from that top part, from the top little opening, all the way to the handle, just a clean right through the middle.
Yeah, it was bad.
It's horrible.
Let me see, where is it?
You weren't the only one though.
No, a whole mess of people.
The entire day, you would hear lightini's falling
and just
smack. You'd find them. You hear them falling all day. It was really sad.
I don't think you can see it that much here, but it's like really cracked. Like it was bad, and that's me holding it. I was just like, it cracked, and I was like, bueno, if it's cracked, but if it turns on, I was like, whatever. I put on the batteries, bro. It does not want to turn on at all, and I was just like, okay, maybe it's the battery. I changed the batteries. No, bro. No. It just does not work. And I was just like, I wanted to cry, bro. And I was just like, whatever. It is what it is. Up at this point, I was just like, I can't do anything about it. Horrible. I get there. And we finally get in the line. Like, we're already in the line. The people behind us were super nice. The people in front of us, they were like giving us like freebies still. They were like, oh, we were like just chilling there. Yeah. The line starts moving. There's people from from like the City Field staff. They get there. What a freaking mess, bro. What a mess.
Organized. No, I'm just like, none of you have a walkie-talkie to be able to ask, hey, what do we do in this situation?
Yeah.
No one?
It was so bad. Well, whatever. We ended up getting we were in the line because in that, when we were doing the line, there was like a sign that said VIP and like floor seats or something like that. So obviously we all had VIP. So everyone that had VIP, they were in that line. Some guy comes and he's like, no, if you have a yellow ticket in your Ticketmaster app, go on this side, and the people that have purple go on this side. So we had yellow, so we moved to the other side, and we're a bit closer, and we're like, okay, well, it's not that bad.
We're like, cool, we're about to go in. Woohoo!
No, it wasn't raining.
It wasn't raining
yet. So we're still there. We get there. We literally get to the front, and then they tell us, no, if you're VIP, go here. You have to go all the way back. And I was like, what do you mean all the way back? We were literally right here. We were like, no.
They changed instructions maybe a total of 3 times.
3 or 4 times.
And people had, it was like 2 lines divided by like those metal rails that they use for like concerts and stuff, like big events. And people had hopped over when they had heard the instruction of yellow tickets this way, purple tickets that way. People had jumped. Then, no, all VIPs this way. People jump back. But no, you guys are over here. They jumped again. And I think the 4th time we were just like, that's it. Everyone on this line, they're going to corral us in however the hell they think we're getting in there.
Yeah, and like the good thing about it, like the 18s that were in the right lane for like the purple, they saw that we kept on going back and forth, and they didn't allow us to go all the way back to make the line. They were like, no, you guys have been here for hours just like us. They were like, no, hop on and you guys are gonna come in. So they let us like literally like be with them instead of us, because honestly it could have been any other person. They could have been like, no, go all the way back, like we waited. But no, they were like, no, you guys waited in just like us. Like, no, just hop on and you guys go in with us. Like, they were like the sweetest. I'm telling you, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know about the other like places, but like honestly in New York, the fandom was super nice.
Teenyville was very united.
Yeah, they were. And they were super nice. They were like, no, everybody hop on. Even though we were even more squished because, you know.
2 lines now became 1 line in its same amount of space.
Yeah, but it was...
no, we pushed those metal railings.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We went in and we're like, ooh, whoopsie, squish.
Yeah. But it was nice to see, like, that they did that. Like, the girls and, like, everybody that was in line, they were like, no, just hop on over. Just stay here. Like, don't go all the way back there.
We were also helping people jump.
We were.
People had skirts.
And I'm there trying to, like, hold on, like...
People had skirts. We had found one where, like, it's like that big hoop with the bars on it. And one of the bars was popped off. Mm-hmm. So people were like slipping through under instead of having to climb over the thing. And I was like making sure that they weren't hitting their heads. I was like, hey, watch your head, come on. It was crazy. Yeah, it was wild. So that was that. Once we were able to go in, once they started letting people go in, then we went to we started going in, but we had to go through like the whole metal detectors, and they had to check our stuff. The lady that I got, she wanted me to open every little stinking zipper on my freaking clear bag, and I'm looking at her like, bro, I don't have shit, just freaking let me go in. She was like, can you please open this, and can you please open mind you, the lady that was next to her, she had already skipped like 3 or 4 people. She's like, okay, hey, enjoy the show. And I'm like, when am I gonna enjoy the show? I can't even go in. I was like, what the hell? So she was just like, can you open this, and she was like getting the ruler, and she was like, my purse is like this small. It's not even small. It's not even big. My purse is like literally like anyways. I think I had a bigger bag than you did. Yeah. Mine was small. And my bag was tiny. And she was whatever. She was like taking her sweet ass time. So finally we were able to go inside. They gave us a bracelet for the floor. And then we ended up going in. And the moment that we went in, like we finally, passed everything, they each gave like the ATEEZ staff, not City Field. ATEEZ staff. I don't know about you, but for me it was an ATEEZ. It was a Korean guy, which was very cute. He was very cute. Okay. He went, and I'm just saying because I don't have big eyes for no reason, but I'm looking. Okay. And he was like giving out like the VIP bags. I don't know if they were ATEEZ staff. I had like a regular, looked like a New Yorker. Oh no, I had a Korean. Okay. And I don't know if it's because like I was like, oh, he's cute, and I made sure that I walked over there. No, I did not.
No, I swear, I was literally on that side. He was on that side, and I just went and I grabbed my shit. I grabbed my bag and I kept on going.
Okay, Miss Man.
I'm being for real. Anyways,
Yeah, no, sure.
we finally go to the floor. Like we finally, cause we entered through the bullpen, which is like the floor technically.
Yeah, we're going to the floor.
So we went to the. Hangju's not seeing this, bro. He's in the middle of a concert right now. So we ended up going. We ended up going like to the floor, like the floor section, whatever. We get there and we didn't know if it was gonna be seated or if we could just stand wherever we wanted. Like we didn't know. So we were like.
We saw people crowded around the stage.
The stage, yeah, the barricade.
And we're like, sneak in. If we're crowded, we're here.
Yeah. But no, like 5 minutes later, they're like, no, it's in your seat. And we're like, yeah, boo.
Boo.
Boo. So we ended up going to our seats. And that's when I noticed how close I was to the thing. I think I took a picture of that too.
I mean, we put it in our group chat.
Yeah.
Of how close we were to the stage.
This is my view. I was literally right there. That's no zoom in, no nothing. That was my view. That was literally my seat.
You open the camera, that's what it looks like.
That's what it looked like. I was literally right there. Yeah. And then this is where he was sitting with his friend. He was more like on this, a little bit more on the outside. But he was still also close. It wasn't bad.
I was very close.
But anyways. No, Adriana, I couldn't fucking believe that shit. Like, you have no idea.
Oh
You guys have no idea. When I sat there, I was like, ain't no way this is a seat that I pay for. I couldn't freaking believe it. Wild. Wild, bro. Freaking wild. So, we were there. And then we sat down. And we sat down like around what time? It was like 4:30.
Something like that.
Right. I don't know why we made Evelyn go through that whole merch line when there was
They had VIP merch lines.
Yeah.
On the floor.
Yeah. But whatever, we didn't know. So, and then I go, and I was like, I need to buy my lighting because mine was broken. Mine's broke. So we went, and then they were like, no, we were closed right now because we're about to start Soundcheck. So I was like, okay, I'll come after. So we go back to the to our seats, and when we get there, the soundcheck was supposed to start at 5:30, but they started like at 5.
At 5 on the dot.
5 on the dot. They put loud music. I don't remember what song they put first, and everybody was just like excited because like the songs are like getting louder, and then all of a sudden the freaking guys come out. Oh my god,
bro.
Oh my. Okay,
That's when I screamed for Sungwa. He was the only person. He was the first one where I looked at him and I was just like, my brain exploded. I was like, okay, they're real. They're there. They're not little silly men on my screen anymore. They're real and they're right there.
I was fine. Like I was screaming. Obviously, I was like, oh yeah, but Sun. Oh my god. It was Sun.
No, for you it was Sun.
Sun, when he came out, I was happy to see all of them. Like I don't care. But when that man came out, and I think it's because the way that he was dressed. It wasn't even like.
Oh yeah, they were just very nice.
They were dressed very nice, but like Sun was,
just very nice. And kept coming to my side, because I was like off to like the side stage where like the screens are. So he kept coming to my side, and I was like, ah!
Yeah, was really making sure that he went around everywhere.
Yeah,
like he was trying to say hi. Him and Mingy too.
Men of the people.
Yeah, Mingy was also going out, like going to the side and like saying hi to his section, which was further out. And
they could see me.
Yeah, I know they could.
Because all the seats, I think there was maybe 2 or 3 rows in front of me filled with people, and every row in front of them was empty to the front. Mm-hmm. So I was visible.
Yeah.
I was visible.
Yeah, it was nice. Like honestly, like the guys came out. Hangjun was on my side the whole time. Literally, I was like mesmerized. I was like, Hangjun, bro. Hangjun, Yosang was on our side a lot too.
He was.
Sungwa was a lot on our side. Sungwa, I will say, when he came out, I know that like obviously like he had his, you know, grandma or grandpa passed away recently, and I know he wasn't like 100% in his performances in the previous, but when he came out, I don't know, he just looked very happy. That's the first thing that I noticed from him. I was like, wow, he looks so happy today. I don't know, I hadn't seen like the other clips or whatever, but he looked so happy that day. I don't know what it was. I really don't know what it was. I'm guessing because his family was there too, so maybe that also helped him. But I know that he looked so happy.
Songhwa's family and Yuno's family were both there.
And I know he looked, I'm telling you, like I hadn't seen him that happy. Like I don't think ever. Like at least like in person. In person, no. He looked so happy. There was also in that same section, like in my section, but like closer to the stage, there was this mom that took her son. Her son was like maybe like 7, 8 years old. He was dressed up as Sunghwa from Bouncy. And from Bouncy or from work, I don't know, it was one of those. And I think it was Bouncy. Yeah, I think it was Bouncy too. Like he had like the whole cowboy thing, whatever. The little kid looked so cute. He was literally right there next to the stage, and there was a part in the
they all stopped to say hi to him.
But Sunghwa was like he just couldn't believe that he went. He kept on like saying hi to him. Yosang also said hi to him.
Yeah, all of them kind of stopped, and Wooyoung sees a child and he's
yeah. Let me see if I find the picture of him like saying hi to him.
I didn't take as many pictures or videos. I'm gonna be 100. I don't have that instinct of taking pictures and videos of things. I like to be in the moment for everything. If my memory is gonna fade, let it fade with me. But man.
I know it's around here somewhere.
And like the worst part, I knew that I was gonna be one of the tallest people there. I knew that I wasn't gonna have a problem looking over people's heads. I was not accounting for the fact that since I was so far sideways to the stage, I would have to literally be standing sideways. And I had to compete with my friend who was wearing platform boots, who's also not the shortest person in the world. And I was like, you bastard. You've betrayed me in my hour of need.
This was him saying hi to the kid.
Look at him.
He looked so happy. Like he was so happy that day. I don't know how to explain it. He was very happy. Also got some good pictures, I will say. But like it was sad, bro.
Yeah.
Like
no, yeah.
Like, do you not like hello? Yeah. Anyways, it was crazy, bro. So yeah. It's crazy. So he was super happy. The guys all were like super nice, but like I will say that the soundcheck was so rushed. They literally sang the 3 songs, but it was just like, hey, we're that, and then that's it. They kind of like left. As soon as the 3 songs were done, they leave. They get off the stage. You know, they're like, oh, thank you so much for coming, blah blah blah.
No, Hongju said, thank you so much for coming. Wait for us. We'll be back in a little bit. Mm-hmm. They get off the stage, and immediately we get the the announcement. The stadium announces, "Hey, due to severe weather, we're gonna have to get you all off the floor. Go seek shelter inside the stadium." Mm-hmm. And we're like, hell, here it goes.
Because mind you, the stadium was open. There's no roof there. There's nothing. So they had us all get off of the floor section. Go up the stairs like to where the seats were, and go all the way under a roof, because literally the storm was right there. Like the sky was turning freaking gray. It was nasty. Muddy.
Yeah, it was getting gross.
It was getting nasty.
I could smell it.
Yeah. Well, we're from Florida, so we can smell rain. Yeah. So we knew it was gonna rain. We're like, oh my gosh, it's gonna rain really bad. We ended up going into the thing. Everybody, like all the people that were in Soundcheck, we all had to go up there. We were there waiting, and we were there for for a long time. The concert was supposed to start at 7:30. it did not start until 9:30.
Yeah, 9:40.
9:30, 9:40. It was raining, so it wasn't so much the rain, it was the lightning
and the thunder.
Yeah. And it was so bad. They had covered all the stuff. They put down the speakers because they were hanging up there. They had to put them down, and I was just like, oh my gosh.
Cover them. They covered all the lights. They covered the little like hatches where they come out from the stage. They had covered those and tap. It was crazy. And
I was just like, oh my gosh, hopefully they don't cancel it. I was like, please don't cancel it.
Oh my god.
If they would have canceled it, I think I would have cried. Like, I literally would have cried. I was just like,
breakdown
I was just like, no. I was like, please don't cancel. I don't care if it starts at 10 p.m. I was like, please. And we were there. We ate. We were like, might as well just eat, whatever. I had taken a long sleeve shirt, but the shirt was like mesh, like it was like a see-through, very like light. But we had been in the sun the whole day, and I was just so tired of it. So I ended up taking it off, and I put on my jersey that I had bought at the merch thing, whatever. I ended up getting I bought that.
You put your hair up.
I put up my hair. My hair was disgusting. It had curled up, and it was like puffy, like disgusting. And I was just like, nope. And I went and I picked it up in a ponytail. And we were just there. We ate. We were there sitting down and nothing. And I was just like, oh my god. By like 6:30, they start letting the people from outside come in, little by little. But they couldn't go and sit down because
I think it was by 6. By 6, they were already corralling people in because the storm was outside.
Yeah, they went in, but they still couldn't sit down because it was open and it was raining. It wasn't raining. It was pouring.
It wasn't rain. It was pouring.
And then we were all like, I think, and I saw people like write down saying that some people left thinking that they were gonna cancel that. We didn't. I was like, no, I'm gonna stay here until their ass kicks me out. Then I'm not leaving. I was like, I'm gonna stay here
until they tell me that ATEEZ is in Washington. I'm not leaving
for real.
This place.
We ended up staying. We stayed. We were there just talking, just resting because we were standing literally the whole day. So we were just like sitting down there. People were eating. People were just chilling.
Remember, we got there at 1:30.
Mm-hmm.
This was now 6.
Mm-hmm.
And we've been up and running and moving and
yeah. So we were extremely tired. And then by the time like around
at 7 they make the announcement that they're postponing the show. Because of the storm. They're gonna wait out the storm. They're gonna postpone the show. We sit down again. We had sat down and gotten up maybe 4 or 5 times to go eat, to go do this, to go do that. By the time we came back, those spots, our little spot on the floor got taken up by people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people saying that people were sending their tickets.
Yeah,
it was bad. People were leaving. People who were outside, I'm assuming, also left.
Yeah,
because they're out in the rain. They left.
Yeah. So anyways, and then when that happened, we stayed in, since we were under the roof, like under like where, like where the concession stands and stuff like that. We were there. So we were just like, we're just going to wait here until we'll just wait. But like 7:30, they did say, well, we're postponing it due to the weather, blah, blah, blah. So we're like, okay, as long as they don't cancel it, then we're good.
Yeah.
So like around 8:30, 9 o'clock. No, like 8:45, they start putting loud music.
They play music.
They started playing like ATEEZ songs, and then we were like, everybody starts getting pumped. Everybody's like, oh my god! But they still hadn't said that the concert was gonna start. But they had just started putting music, so we're like, whatever. We're vibing here.
And like almost 9, we see that the staff, the stadium staff, goes out onto the floor, onto the stage. They start putting things, and people started cheering like if ATEEZ came out.
For real. But it was mostly like, it was after though when we saw the ATEEZ staff go under, because they're the ones that do the camera. The camera.
When we saw them go up into the camera, like the screens.
That's it. We knew that it was
like,
happening.
It's happening. It's real.
Yeah. Everybody was like, ah! Everybody started screaming. Everybody was going freaking crazy. So then literally like 5 or 10 minutes after, they were like, oh, it's going to start at 9:30.
Oh, and side note, people who were very prepared with like their freebies, there was someone giving out ponchos. Someone literally giving out ponchos to anyone that would take them. And I was like, these people are geniuses. They're very, because the weather is an app. Everyone has. You could look at the weather and go, it's going to rain and people are going to be unprepared. Let me bring ponchos. I'm telling you, people were so sweet.
Yeah. And it was just nice. Like, people weren't like fighting, like nothing. Everybody was just there chilling, just waiting.
Yeah, we were all tired waiting.
Yeah. Until finally they announced like that it was starting at 9:30, and we were just like, oh my gosh, finally. By like 9:15, that's when they started telling everybody, okay, you guys can go to your seats now. Even though it was still raining, it wasn't raining as hard.
And the thunder had passed.
The thunder had passed. So we were like, fine. So we put on our ponchos. We're like, we bought ponchos like the week of. So we had them in our purse. So we're like, let's just put on the poncho and let's just go on the seat, like on our seat. So that's what we did. And then we were there waiting. You know, some people didn't even have ponchos. A lot of people were getting wet down there. I was just like, well, have fun. I'm not. And not because I wasn't, because oh my gosh, I'm gonna melt because of the water. No, I just did not want to be under the water.
I'm not made of sugar.
Yeah, like it's not that. It was. I mean, I've gone to Disney and it rains all the time, so like, it's not a big deal. But I just didn't want to get wet. Like I didn't want my stuff to get wet. Like I had a whole bag. I finally, when we were up there waiting for hours, we were also like, oh, let's just get merch because we're missing stuff.
You got your lightini.
I got my lightini. I finally got it, and I made sure. I was like, Joel, you hold it. Make sure that I don't freaking.
I put on the batteries, and just so she felt safe, I like hugged it while I was like,
please. I was, oh god. So, anyways, I got that. I had my lightini. I got like some tote bags because I was like, we have
to hold
this. I was like, no. So we put everything away. Which I'll show you guys what we got and like the freebies and all that stuff because I have it right here. But yeah, it was just fun. And then we finally sat down and we were there waiting. It started like at 9:40.
Yeah, sorry. At 9:40 is when the lights dimmed.
Yeah, the lights dimmed and everybody was like, ah! Everybody was freaking going crazy.
The lights dimmed and I think the lighting is also turned off.
Yeah. So it was fun. Like overall, obviously the concert was great. It did feel rushed because obviously they started really late. And yeah, like a poncho, like a raincoat, Pia. It's a raincoat. But yeah, when it started, a little bit after, like right after, I think it stopped raining.
Yeah, it stopped raining right before they actually got on stage.
Yeah. So we were all able to take off our ponchos.
I was able to clean my glasses because I just had water on my glasses.
But yeah, we ended up doing that. The concert obviously started. The concert did seem. It didn't seem. It was very rushed. They didn't have a lot of time for them to like stand there and talk to people.
Yeah, and they had. I think they had paid the noise ordinance, which I think it's 11 o'clock. There can't be big concerts or loud noises past 11. I think for every hour after that, they have to pay. I'm pretty sure an exuberant amount of money to the city. And they had paid, I think, just for 1 hour. I think by 12 they were already like, okay, thank you so much, I gotta go.
Yeah. And the fact that they actually paid, I don't know how to explain it.
And we only missed 2 songs.
Literally, they only removed 2 songs.
We missed Turbulence and
Dreamy Day.
And Dreamy Day.
But we saw Dreamy Day at the Soundcheck, so I didn't miss it.
Ah, you're so right. I love winning.
Oh my god. But yeah, we saw Dreamy Day at Soundcheck, so we were okay. But I love winning. But at the time of the actual concert, they took out Turbulence because they didn't. I'm telling you, they didn't have enough time for them to stop and like the fact that these guys.
They didn't have talking segments. They didn't have.
They did, but it was very very small. Very few. And then I also think like the fact that they actually literally they danced and they didn't stop. It was literally nonstop. Because of the time.
3 hours, like 9 to 12.
9 to 12, literally, bam, 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 like nonstop. Literally nonstop. These guys did not stop at all. I was just like, ain't no way. And like, I was fine with them if they didn't want to dance at 100% because I was just like, dude. First of all, the stage was super wet. I was like, no. They could freaking fall down and they could injure themselves. It's going to be even worse. So I was not expecting them to dance super crazy. Like go crazy in the choreo, even though they did. They did.
Oh, they ate it up.
Ate it up. But I mean, I honestly like the fact that they paid that extra stuff, that they waited and they kept on saying, "Thank you so much for waiting. Thank you so much for waiting for us."
They kept screaming, "The rain can't stop us. The rain won't stop us." And I was like,
"Yeah, It was insane. Like it was so freaking crazy. And honestly, like it made me admire them and stand them even more because honestly. Not other groups could have been like, no, we're not paying that, and they actually paid to have that extra time. and they try to put in as much of their songs as possible. Like, I don't know, I just think that for me that made me even like I'll never let go, you know.
No, I won't.
I'll never not like them. Like, I'll never stop liking them. Like, honestly, this just gives me more of a reason to continue. Like, I freaking love them so much. It made me even love them even more. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
Before the show, I was talking to my friend, like, when we were speculating whether we're going to cancel or not. I was like, if I know anything about the boys, at least from what they've showed through their idol persona, the parts of them that are the real them that does exist in their persona, I was like, I know Hongjoong's like, if these people waited for us, we're going. If ATEEZ, who are still here throughout the reign, believe that we are gonna do it, that we can do it, that we're doing it. We're doing it. We're tearing it up. Also, their family was there. Like, they flew out their family. So there's multiple reasons. I think it all kind of stacked together where I was like, they're gonna find a way to give us a show. They're gonna find a way to give us a show, no matter what.
Yeah, but it was still, you know, like, I was just like, and I was like, if they cancel it, I'm gonna cry, because I was just like, we flew all the way here, like, just for this. Like, it was just literally, we went to New York not to sightsee or anything. We literally went over there for the concert to see them. And I was just like, bro, if this is canceled, I'm gonna freaking cry. Like, on the way back to the, like, or even at the hotel. Like, I might not cry in the moment, but like at the hotel, I'm just gonna bawl. Like, I was like, yeah. But thankfully it didn't. Oh, the other thing that happened, because I got this ticket, the floor ticket, I had that extra ticket up there. And I jokingly invite my dad, because he was going on the trip, but he was just like, no, meanwhile you guys go to the concert, I'll be sightseeing around New York. So I jokingly, after I got the floor seat, I was like, oh papi, you know, like, I have the extra ticket because I bought the floor seat. If you want, you can just come with us. And he was like, no, I'm not gonna go. Like, I don't know them. I don't know, like, you know, whatever. So I was just like, okay, I'm just letting you know, there's an extra ticket just in case. I was joking. I was like, he's gonna say no.
Pulling his leg.
Yeah, we were like, he's gonna say no. Like, he doesn't even know them. Whatever, it's not a big deal. A couple of days later, no, I think the next day.
Like, we had thought about, like, oh, I guess my mom and my brother are gonna have extra room to dance around in.
The next day, my dad was like, what am I guess I'll just go, you know, whatever. And I was just like, no, you don't have to go. Like, we were just joking. He was just like, no, it's okay. I'll go with you, you know, whatever. I'll go with you guys. And we're like, okay. Okay, but I thought he was joking, because you see how I am, like, joke around. That's my dad.
We got it from him, yeah.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, he's probably, you know, he's just joking. He's not gonna go. Or like last minute, he's gonna be like, no, I'm not going. Bro, he ended up going. He ended up going, and then we were just like, but then, you know, that after I told him and he said, yeah, I'll go.
We remember that Wake Up exists, that
Cyberpunk
exists, and we're like, oh shit.
And I was like, bro, my dad's gonna be thinking, mind you, my dad's a rabbi, so I'm like, he's gonna be telling us that we need to repent, we need to go to church, we need to go to a synagogue more.
I was like, oh,
he's gonna be like, you need to start asking for forgiveness. I was just like, oh my god, we're like screwed here. So we ended up, but he ends up going, and he actually really enjoyed it. I don't think he's an 18-y, because he's like, that's not really my thing. He's like, but the concert itself, he really enjoyed it. He even like cheered for Jungho and everything for like the Wonderland. But other than that, he said that it was very entertaining. He really enjoyed it. He just thought it was funny because there was people, like, he was like, there's people of every age there. He was like, behind us, he says that behind him, in the row behind him, there were 3 older women, like older than him. My parents are in their 50s. They're like, oh, they were way older, and they're like screaming, oh my god, those are my son, that's my son. And my dad was like, oh my gosh, like, they didn't come with their daughter, like, they literally just came for the concert. So he kind of like, I guess it opened up his eyes, and he understands now as to why we love going to K-pop concerts. Because he's like, oh no, now I get it. I get why you guys like going.
Like, it's not just you go and watch these Korean men sing a song on the stage. No,
it's the whole thing.
It's an experience from outside when you're getting freebies and you're talking with fans, all the way through the end of the concert.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
So he had a lot of fun. And he says that the best thing that happened that weekend was the actual concert, which I was surprised he said that, but
it's crazy.
He keeps on saying it, and I'm just like, well, now I know. Next time I'll invite you again to another
we'll go. No, he says that he'll go if it's local.
Yeah, if it's a local one.
He won't travel to see anyone, but he's like, if they come here, I'll go.
So it was a lot of fun. So that was that, and then see here comes the shit show.
Oh my god! Here's where all the smiles disappear, friends.
This is for real. Sunday morning.
Rain is falling.
Sunday morning, we put on our alarms, even though we got home we got to the hotel like at 2 a.m. Almost 3.
Almost 3.
We got back to the hotel like almost 3 a.m. But we had to wake up super early because I told them, I was like, oh, the airport, the TSA, like JFK is the worst airport that we've ever been to.
Dog.
They are so crappy. Like, if you're traveling to New York, do not go through JFK.
Go through LaGuardia.
They're the worst the worst airport, bro. The worst. But anyways, when we get there, no, we wake up. We had to wake up early because our flight was in the morning. We wake up, and the moment that we wake up and we check the app, our flight is canceled. Literally canceled. It's not even delayed. It's canceled. 7 a.m. Evelyn sends us the screenshot. She was like, guys. And then I look at it and I'm just like, mind you, it was 7. I'm not a morning person, but that shit woke me up like you have no idea. I looked at the screen and I was like, no. And the first thing I tell my mom, because my mom, she wakes up a little bit later and she goes like, she's like, getting ready. She's like, you know, what's that? And I was like, Mom, the flight's canceled. She's like, ¿Qué? She's like, what? What happened? And I was like, I don't know, but it's canceled. So then we start getting up because I was just like, we have to get to the airport. I'm like, we have to get to the airport. We have to see what the heck is going on. Thankfully, we're the type of people like, well, my dad taught us like that. We don't break under pressure, or at least we try not, like in the moment we don't. We're very like, all right, let's just figure it out, whatever.
Yeah.
So thankfully, our sister-in-law, she has people that work through American Airlines, like
her and her whole family.
Yeah, they work in the airport.
At airports. So
I call her super early, and thankfully she was awake. And I call her and I was just like, they canceled our flight. I don't know what we're going to the airport. Like, I don't know what to do. She's like, okay, let me call. And she starts calling people, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like freaking out. We're already like grabbing our stuff and heading to the airport. We get to the airport. The line is super long because, I don't know, JFK, they just do not believe in like helping people. They're a piece of shit.
They believe in having more tables than jobs.
Yeah.
There were 53 freaking tables and desks and kiosks and 2 people.
Only 2 people working, bro. With the whole line that was like huge. It barely moved. It was just horrible. And we're there in the line. Thankfully, our sister-in-law, she had told us like, oh, call this 800 number. Have them see what to do with whatever. We had already called. We were already in the line, but we called before we even reached the front desk. We're there for like an hour in the line, barely moved. Until finally, somebody from American Airlines decides to walk by. I wanted to grab that pad and throw it across her face, bro. She had like a pad with a little coupon. She was like, oh, if you guys got a canceled flight, we can't do anything for you. You have to call the customers. Like, con esa cara de mierda, bro. With that freaking shitty ass face. I wanted to punch her in the face, bro. She's like, we can't do anything for you. After she saw us there standing for like a whole hour, bro. More than an hour. She was like, here's a voucher for like discounted hotels. And I'm looking at her like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with this? Wipe my ass? I was like, lady, you could have told me this before. Like, if you saw this line from like an hour or 2 ago, you could have just told us that on repeat and people wouldn't be in the line for nothing. She's like, we're not able to do anything. You have to go on the 800. You have to call their customer service, and they're the only ones that they can switch a flight for you or whatever. Thankfully, we had already done that because our sister-in-law had told us from before we even got to the airport, call this 800 number, blah. We had already called. The phone lines were so backed up that they would tell you, oh, if you want, press this number so that we can hold your spot and we'll call you. We'll have a personnel call you back whenever they get to your spot. So that's what we did. Good. He called, my mom called, I called, Evelyn called. We had 4 people.
Yep.
So we sat down because obviously the line, they weren't going to do shit. So we ended up sitting down on the floor because JFK has no seats nowhere. So we had to sit on the floor with our freaking luggages. Mind you, I had my dad, both my parents. I had my little brother. which he has autism, so he can't be like not doing something. You know what I mean? Like I was just like, oh my gosh, like this is the worst thing ever. We're like literally going around. We literally sit down, and I'm there calling. We're calling nothing. I call my sister-in-law like, hey, we called, but this and that. She's like, no, you're just gonna have to wait. She's like, let me see, let me call my dad. Like we're having people moving around for us while we're trying. And then all of a sudden, bro,
they call me.
They call him, and then he's like, oh no, I have a big group, blah blah blah. Because the thing is that we all bought our tickets separately. Like him and his friend bought their tickets, their plane tickets. Evelyn and her brother bought their plane tickets. My parents got their plane tickets, and I got my plane ticket with my little brother. So we all had bought them individually, like in different groups. It was not just one big purchase. It was literally all different. But we were able to like, hey, we're in a big group, blah blah blah. Joel starts calling. Well, they call him back, and he's just like, yeah. And this was Sunday morning. The next available flight was Wednesday. And like what I love about these airlines that they swear, I don't know, they think that we have money up our ass or some shit. I'm like, our budget literally goes until Sunday. Like our plan was for Sunday, was to go back home Sunday, not to stay here an extra day because I want to sightsee. No. Literally, like I want to go home. Like I'm freaking tired. Like we spent like the whole delayed of the whole concert. Like it was worth it and everything, but we wanted to go home. We even like planned it to the point that we got home early so that we can rest when we got back home, so that the next day we were gonna go to work. No, the next available flight is Wednesday. So then I look at my mom and I was just like, fuck it, we can't do anything else.
If it's Wednesday, it's Wednesday. They canceled it because there's a storm.
There was a storm, yeah.
That was in Florida, traveling up the entirety of the east coast of the U.S. So no matter what flight we were going to try to go on from New York, we had to fly through the storm to get back home.
Yeah. So they weren't allowing. So like, no, the next available one is Wednesday. So Joel starts, okay, well, Wednesday it is. And I told my mom, I was like, we're going to have to stay 2 more days here, like 2 or 3 more days, whatever, until Wednesday. That's already out of our budget, but we were like, whatever, we're going to have to, like, what can we do? He's there, and I don't know what he did.
I don't know what I did. I hang up. I don't know what I pressed. I don't know what happened. I look at my phone to be like, hello, man. I fucking hung up.
No, that was not. Now I just remembered. Evelyn got her phone call right when you got your phone call.
And I told her to hang up because I was on the phone call.
We told Evelyn, no, hang up because he got it.
I can get all of us.
And she hung up.
Being, the sweet little lady she is. She was like, okay, you can get all of us. We'll hang up.
Joel ends up hanging up on the lady. And I was just like, well, she was able, like in our app, she was able to change
6 of us.
6 of us. And then, mind you, there's 8.
But not my parents.
6 of us, our app changed to Wednesday. We're like, okay, well, ours is fine. But I was up to here. Like, I was literally up to here. Like, my mind, because we were like, okay, we'll rent a car and we'll drive down. There were no car rentals. Mind you, we would have rather driven because it would have been only like 22 hours. We had a whole mess of people. Yeah, but we could have. But at least we were getting out. Yeah, you know what I mean? We were heading down.
We had a bunch of people who could drive and switch out.
Exactly. So we were like, okay, we'll just drive down. There were no cars. There were no rental cars.
Someone had come from another nearby, from LaGuardia, the other nearby airport. They had sent them to JFK to get a car because LaGuardia ran out and JFK ran out. No one had cars. And
then on top of that, the freaking voucher, that hotel voucher, we were like, okay, yeah, we checked the freaking hotels, $500 the night. I was like, where the fuck am I gonna get this 500? Wait, hold up, let me take it out of my ass. From where?
I don't know.
Oh, I was so annoyed, bro, so annoyed, because they were like, no, you get discount. I was like, discount? $500 the night for a freaking, I was like, no. I was like, bro, what the fuck? We ended up going back, we ended up finding a hotel like that was outside, like a good 45 minutes outside of. I was just like, I can't, we need to get out of here.
Hotel,
we went to the hotel. The hotel was
motel.
The hotel online, the pictures were nice, and my mom was like, okay, sure, we get the hotel, we get the 2 nights because Wednesday we were leaving.
No, we call our boss.
Oh yeah, that's right.
We call our boss to be like, hey, it's not happening, so sorry.
Yeah, we're stuck up here.
The next flight out is Wednesday. And she said, hold on, that can't be real. That can't be possible.
Mm-hmm.
Her husband's a lawyer, so she's like, let me tell my husband and see if he can call and use his lawyer voice to try to get something fixed up. He was able to get us all out by Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
We would all fly out to somewhere in the Midwest and then head down.
Mm-hmm.
He got Amy, my brother, and both my parents on a flight to Columbus, Ohio at 9 in the morning. Evelyn and Sam would go out at 3 in the afternoon to Columbus, Ohio. And then all 6 of them would come back
on the same plane
the same flight to Miami. And me and my best friend were going to go to Indiana, the airport in Indianapolis. And then from there, fly back to Miami. So by Tuesday, 10 o'clock, we should have all been home.
Yeah. It did not happen.
So we get the hotel till Tuesday morning.
Mm-hmm.
We get to Tuesday morning. They fly out.
No. We get to JFK. No, because I have to tell you the story of that guy.
Oh, that's right.
We get to JFK and like my parents, my brother and I, like the 4 of us, my little brother. We get there to JFK in the morning. We were like, okay, fine. We're getting out of the shit show. We're getting out. We're leaving. My dad we print out like the stickers to like our tags for our luggages. And this guy comes up to my dad and he goes like, is that your suitcase? And my dad's like, yeah. And my dad's like trying to put on the sticker. And he was just like, no, don't put that there because that's not yours. That's mine. And my dad was like, no, this is our suitcase. And my dad was cool, calm, and collected. You know, he goes and he's trying to put and the guy is literally grabbing. I'm not even joking. The guy's literally grabbing the suitcase. He was like, no, sir, you can't. I'm going to call the police. And my dad was like, but my dad, if you guys don't know, my dad has a very loud and strong voice. He's not yelling, but his
gruff. Yeah.
It's very loud. And my dad was like, then call the police. He's like, then call the police, but this is not yours. And the guy was like, no, open the suitcase so I know that it's not yours. And he was just like, I'm not going to open the suitcase. This shit is mine. And the guy, my dad was literally about to fist fight this old man. I'm not even joking. The guy was like literally trying to yank away the suitcase from my dad's hand. And my dad was screaming at the guy. And I was just like, bro, anything else could happen. Like anything else could happen, bro.
What?
I started shaking because I was just like, because my mom was trying to look. This was at the kiosk in American, bro. At the kiosk. And no one was there. Like, no one that worked there was there.
No guards, no workers, no
nothing. Worst fucking experience, bro. I'm sorry that I'm cursing so much, but it was the worst experience, the worst freaking airport that we've ever been to. There was no one there that helped. No freaking police. Nothing. There was nothing there. And my mom's trying to look around to try to find someone to come and help us. There was no one that was there. No one. Just a big ass line of people trying to check in their bags and no one was fucking there to help out. Anyone, bro. My dad was like, no. And my dad starts yelling at the guy. The guy, he finally notices that it wasn't his. Mind you, his freaking suitcase was black and ours is light gray. I was like, how the fuck do you not know what color is your freaking suitcase, bro? I was pissed off. And I'm like literally shaking because I was like, if my dad wasn't there, and my mom was like, what would you, because my mom, she panics and she blanks out. She doesn't know what to do in those type of situations. And I told my mom, I was like, I literally would have grabbed my carry-on and I would have slammed that shit across his face. If he fucking tries to get that shit, I literally would have slammed him. I don't care if I get arrested, but best believe you're not taking my shit. And my mom was like, no, like, she was like, no, I was trying to look for somebody, but there was literally no one there. No one was there to try to calm this. Nothing. Like, it's like they disappeared. They didn't give a crap about what was going on. It was the worst. The worst. I'm telling you, the worst. The worst freaking airport. We finally, my dad was like, he grabs the sticker. And the guy was like, oh, I'm sorry. And my dad was like, I'm sorry. But he's like, no, I don't accept apologies from rude ass people like you. And the guy was like, oh, I'm sorry, but sir, I'm sorry. And my dad was like, no, I said no. And my dad grabbed the stuff and we just kept walking. My dad was like, vámonos, let's go. And we all just kind of like went behind my dad. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, it was the worst. The worst. And I was just like, bro, anything else could happen. We finally were able to, we passed TSA, which takes forever. You would think that JFK is such a big airport and New York is like homeless of people going there. You take easily a good hour and 30 minutes at TSA, bro. Because they only have like 3 or 4 people working there. It's freaking ridiculous. I freaking hated it. We finally pass. We finally get inside. We get to the flight. We get to Ohio. Mind you, we're already worrying because they flew in after us, like way after. We flew into Ohio in the morning.
No, and 2 of us had to go to a whole other state. We weren't with you
guys.
Yeah. We wouldn't arrive with you guys.
So we were already like freaking out, but we were like, okay, whatever. We all got our flights. It's done and over with. We'll all end up in Miami around the same time. My parents and my little brother and I's layover was 7 hours. We had to literally wait 7 hours in Ohio for the flight from Ohio to Miami to happen. So we were there from like 12, and we had to the next flight was at 7 p.m. So we were like, okay, Evelyn come in. They come in like around 5-6 o'clock, where we meet up and we go. The first at what time was that? When you texted? Like 4? 3?
3.
Yeah. Like 3 o'clock he texts.
Because my flight was supposed to go out 3:30 and Evelyn was supposed to go out 3:10. Not even, it was earlier. It was 2 something. It was 2 something, and we're already at the airport. We get past TSA. We didn't have as much issues with getting into the airport as someone else. But we make it through. We're at our gates, and they get delayed. And I immediately go to check the weather app, see where the storm is, what's happening with the storm. And I was like, this delay doesn't look like it's gonna ever get undelayed. I think we're kind of stuck. So me trying to be optimistic, because I was like, let me try. I'm by myself. Like, I don't have my parents yet. I have my older sister here. It's just me and my friends, my friend and my cousins. Not even me and my friend, because we were in a whole separate flight. I go to the customer service desk and go, hey, they delayed my flight, and I don't think I'm going to make it over to my layover flight in Indiana. Can I move my Indiana one to a later one so I have time? When I arrive, me being optimistic, when I arrive at Indiana so I can catch my flight back to Miami, they tell me, and I shit you not, this was the spiral into like my villain origin story was this day. He was like, let's reenact it. Let me use those acting skills I learned in high school for 2 seconds. Go. He was sat like this. So in my personal opinion, rocking back and forth, I'm not shitting you.
Okay.
Like, in my personal opinion, I think you should delay your trip to Miami. I snapped. That is the little thing in my brain snapped, and all the pacifism, all of like the learning how to control my anger issues as a kid all went out the door. And I was like, motherfucker, I gotta go home. I gotta go home. Are you? And he was telling me, oh, the next available flight is Sunday.
It was Tuesday.
It was Tuesday. He was gonna have me there till Sunday, and I was like, are you going to house me, my friend, and my 2 cousins from here to Sunday? No? Then you're gonna eat my butt and you're gonna find me a flight home. I have to get home. You've had me stuck in this god awful city that smells like rank shit, rats, and human feces since Sunday. I want to go home. You're gonna find me a way home. Oh, let me see what I can do. Yeah, get moving. You have a job, please. They don't pay you to sit there. I told my best friend we should get jobs at American Airlines. Woo! To get paid, and I know the airport pays good. Airport money is good money. Get paid to sit there and tell people I can't do anything? Ah! I do that shit for free. Imagine getting paid for that. So I fight. I fight him. At that point, my flight gets canceled. I'm freaking out. Once again, I'm alone. My parents had just left. In my head, I was like, I have to survive until Tuesday. Tuesday, I'll be back in Miami. Our flight gets canceled.
Evelyn keeps getting delayed.
Evelyn's flight keeps getting delayed. I call American Airlines, that 800 number that we had called on Sunday, to see what they can give me. What can they solve in the problem? They tell me that the earliest they can get me out would be Thursday or Friday. And at that point, like I said, something had snapped with the guy, the way that that customer service rep had helped me at the desk, physically there. I started yelling at the top of my lungs so that everyone 5 gates to any direction could hear what I was yelling at this person. I was just like, you motherfuckers have to get me home. I don't care if you have to send me out to China and then back. You are getting me home. I don't care how the hell you guys want to do it. I don't have the money, the resources, the bandwidth, or the care to stay here extra days with you guys not paying a single cent of it. So I have to be homeless for a few days because you motherfuckers can't get me out home. You can't get me out of here? No. I fought I feel bad looking at it in retrospect.
Mm-hmm.
In hindsight, I'm just like, maybe I went off a little too hard.
No.
Okay.
No.
But I had told the person on the phone, was like, oh sir, I'm from Miami, I'm here in Hialeah. When this happened to me once, I had taken the Amtrak all the way down.
The Amtrak is like the train. There's like a national train, like it goes down. Yeah. Just so you guys can know. You guys are not from here.
But the Amtrak, the tickets for the train is essentially
the same amount as a plane ticket. Literally
plane
like
ticket.
$200, $300.
200. They were $350 and up.
$350 and up per person.
Per person.
Yeah.
And by that point, Evelyn's flight had gotten canceled, so now there's 4 of us.
Mm-hmm.
It's not just me and my friend. Now there's 4 people. It's me, my friend Evelyn, and her brother. So I told them, are you going to give me my money? When she told me about the train, I was like, are you going to give me my money back? Because I don't have any more money. I don't know what world you think you're going to be able to send me down a train back to Miami. Who are you? If I have my money, I'll figure it out.
Mm.
And she had told me, hey, yeah, we'll process your refund. You'll get the trip you didn't use, whatever. I was like, okay, fine. I hang up with her and immediately start looking for car rentals. I was like, I'll rent a car. I'll figure it out. We'll drive down. I have Evelyn with me. I was like, okay, whatever. I don't drive. Well, I can. I'm just bad at it. But I was like, whatever. I'll make it. It's a straight line.
Yeah, it's just down.
It's a straight line.
Yeah.
Stay on the right lane, straight down. Stay on the slow lane, go straight. I don't have to worry about crosses, about stop signs. No. Just go straight.
It's a highway.
And I was like, screw it, whatever. We spend, our flights get canceled 3:30, 4.
I have no, Evelyn's canceled till like 5. Hers canceled way later. It was like 5 or 6. Mm. And I tell her, because it got delayed like 3 times, and by the 3rd time I tell her, I was like, look, just cancel it and stay with Joel and rent a car, and you help his friend drive down. And she was like, okay, I'm gonna do that because they keep delaying it. And right when she's on the phone to cancel her flight, they canceled the flight. So she was like, thankfully I already called, and the American Airlines representative was like, oh, thank God that you called because your flight just got canceled. And then she was just like, okay, well, whatever. And she got her money back because obviously she freaking didn't use it. And then the plan was for them to come back the next day in a car driving down. And we were like, okay, at least the 4 of them are together. We'll find another hotel for you guys to stay the night. And then tomorrow morning, like Wednesday morning, you guys come down or start coming down. But we were already stressed out because we were already like in Ohio. We couldn't help them. Like if we were all together, then we could have been like, okay, let's figure this out. But they literally had to figure that out by themselves. And not really, because we were trying to help them out here. We would be like, oh, how much money do you need? Blah, blah, blah. We were like taking out money that we didn't even have. But whatever. We were like, if we have to like ask for loans, then I guess.
Us 4. I'm going to tell you from the perspective of us 4 being stuck in New York. We started making calls of like, who do we know would help us? Mm-hmm. We're our real friends right now. Mm-hmm. We're the people that we know who would go, okay, you need a little bit of money, anything helps. $50 feeds us. Mm-hmm. At least we'll find a way to make it feed us. I had uncles coming up with money. I had a friend who had given us 200. She's like, how much you need? And I was like, I don't know, I can't tell you. Mm-hmm. Just give whatever it is that you can. Like, I'm not asking for you to like disrupt your own finances for me. She had given us 200. My brother had given me money.
Like everybody was helping us out. But even then, like we were just expecting, okay, just them renting the car and being able to come down the next day.
They had no car rentals. They told us that they couldn't honor any reservations made within the 24 hours. Any day of reservations they could not honor. Mm-hmm. So we were like, fuck, okay, whatever. We'll make a reservation for Wednesday morning. We'll just have to find a hotel for the night. Doesn't matter. We left JFK that day 7:30, almost 8.
And you guys were there from the morning.
And we were there from the morning. Mm-hmm. We were there from the afternoon. Mm-hmm. We went out there a little later. We were there from the afternoon. We were there from maybe 12. We left almost 8 o'clock. Mm. Not eaten, by the way. We had maybe like a snack when we got there at 12. But we were starving. We're like, we're not eating here. This is way too much money. And we're already rationing whatever we have for the car. we find a hotel. My sister-in-law is able to call a few of her friends in New York, get us at least a ride. So we get a ride to the hotel. We get to the hotel, the same one we stayed at, the horrible one that we stayed at.
The horrible one, because my mom, like, we saw the pictures and they looked fine, and my mom was like, sure, whatever, let's just go this one. When we get there, oh my god, it was so bad. It was not what the pictures were. Ugh, things didn't work. The hinge of the door, one of them was out, like the nail was out. Like, no, it was horrible.
It was bad. It was bad.
We turned our room, we turned on the water, and the water like to take a shower, the shower head, like the water would come out through the wall. Like if you were in the toilet, you would get wet because of it was horrible. Like it was so bad. It was bad. It was bad.
It was bad.
It was just horrible.
But whatever. My sister-in-law was able to get us a room there, very cheap, because it was a smoker room. So we walk in and just the smell of cigarette and weed smoke enters your face. And I was like, okay, it's just a night. It's just a night. It's just a night. Tomorrow we'll go to JFK, get the car, drive home.
Yeah.
We'll be fine. We'll be fine. I think that night I had a breakdown. That's when I had my breakdown. All of the frustration of Sunday morning all the way to that point had like accumulated, and I grabbed onto my hoodie and sobbed into it for a good maybe like 2 minutes straight. And then afterwards I was like, okay, we have to eat. What are we eating?
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
I cried at the airport on Sunday. I was just like, I can't.
I had a breakdown. I was like, you know, okay. I had to break down first to put my big boy pants on.
Yeah.
And then be like, all right, we need to eat. What are we eating tonight? What can we get, or we can split and have enough food to not die, but have enough money to move on. We had bought 20 piece chicken McNugget meal with like an extra fry and extra soda. Not even. We split 2 large sodas between all of us. We just got extra fries because it was $10 cheaper than all of us getting individual meals, and we're like, $10 is $10. We're saving $10. We make it Wednesday morning. We wake up early as balls. Wake up at the crack of dawn at 6:30 in the morning because we have to be there at 8. 6:30 in the morning. We get ready, get our stuff, pack everything up, head to the airport again. We get there. All of our cash is on debit because people have been sending us money. And they tell us at the kiosk, at the desk, it has to be on a credit card. And they initially told us it was going to be $600, $664, and out of nowhere they're like, no, it's going to be $1,050 to rent the car. And it has to be on a credit card to the name of the person driving, and it has to physically be here. It has to be a physical card that's here. We had already expended our credit cards Sunday to Wednesday. Throughout the week, we had expended our credit cards in fare and food and having to survive. And we're like, fuck. We had nothing to do. We called our parents to try inform them of what was going on, because we knew that they weren't going to be able to help from Miami because we needed a physical card there. But we called just to inform, hey, this is going on. And my uncle, like a lot of my family, we work in the same company. So I overhear when I call my mom that my uncle is like, no, I'll drive and I'll pick him up. I'll go with my son, with my other cousin. We'll drive all the way up. We'll pick him up and we'll come down. And Evelyn's also on the phone getting told the exact same thing from her dad. It was her dad as the uncle I'm talking about. We get off the phone, and I don't know what exactly. I think everyone on the other, like back home, all of our family, Amy, were just like, whatever, we'll pick him up. Yes or no?
Yeah. I was like, I'll drive up and bring him down. I was like, I don't care. Because it was just too much. Like, I was like, they just want to get out of New York City. There's just no way to get out of there. There was just nothing. No one was helping. Like, no one, like, over there was helping. We didn't know anybody there. Like, we were just like, we'll drive up and we'll freaking bring him down. I was like, I don't care. If it takes us 2 days, 2, 3 days, but at least they're coming. I was like, they cannot be stuck there another freaking, like, another week. Like, we can't.
At that point, I think that morning is where Evelyn and I, we were the 2 oldest people there. Evelyn and I are maybe like a few days apart.
Yeah, guys are 2 weeks apart.
I'm the 25th of November. She's the 19th of December of the same year. Like, we're right there. So I say that she took on the role of an older sister because her little brother was there, and I felt responsible for bringing my best friend, who's also younger than me. So I was just like, oh shit. I think at that point we were the ones who knew how much money we had. We knew, okay, we can't spend that much here, we can't spend that much there. We were the ones that came up with plans, that made calls. Like we felt like adults in the worst sense of the worst sense of the
worst
word.
situation, but
In the worst sense of the word, we felt like adults. And Evelyn immediately I was like, when I overheard that they're planning on driving up, we get off the phones, and I saw Evelyn, yeah, fuck no. Well, they're not doing that. They're not going to drive all the way up here and come all the way down. It's not happening. So I was like, while we're here, our goal is to not be in New York. We have to go if they're going to drive up, we have to meet them somewhere more south as possible. We have to get down because the city is way too expensive for our budget to survive us, however long it's going to take for them to get up here. Evelyn's like, oh no, we have this old family friend from the synagogue that she stopped going years ago, but we still have a connection. We still talk. We were there at her wedding. And she was like, no, she lives in Maryland. She lives in Baltimore. I'll see if I can give her a call. I'll see what I can do. She was like in her meeting because people were living. It was a Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
People were living their lives. People were going to work. People were going to school. Things were being done. We text her. She's like, "Oh, I'm going to a meeting right now. Give me some time. I'll call you back." And I go, "Screw it. Even if she can't help us, can't give us a place to stay, can't. Baltimore's at least a goal where we know someone that's there. There's help. We're not alone. There's someone who's established in Baltimore. Let's get there." We look for trains. Trains are either $300 a person or canceled. One of the two. And we look for the buses. So we were able to find a bus, a 3-hour drive from NYC, leaving at 2, arriving in Baltimore at 5. And I go, screw it. Mind you, I went with a duffel bag because it's a weekend trip. I'm not going to take a whole suitcase for a weekend trip. I'm with a duffel bag. This shoulder still hurts. From having to like sling it over and hold it everywhere, this shoulder hurts. We get the bus, and I immediately buy plane tickets out of Baltimore. From Baltimore, I'm like, okay, Baltimore, even if we have to make a layover stop, we bought one from Baltimore to Charlotte, North Carolina to Miami. And I go, okay, this works. Reason why it works is because we also have family friends in Charlotte.
Yeah, North Carolina. So
my thing, if something goes south again, I know there's at least a house that I know they'll open their home to us. I know that they won't let us leave with an empty stomach. And I know how they are. They're that kind of people. Those kinds of friends that we have.
And also like the drive, if we were to pick, if they had to stay in Charlotte, the drive would have been like a 12-13 hour drive from Miami. So we could have done that, whatever. Even if it was in New York, even though that's like 22 hours, we would have done that because we just wanted them to come back home. So, but if they, for whatever reason, would have stayed stuck in Charlotte, North Carolina, we would have driven up and we would have picked them up. We had already planned that. We're like, no, if they don't come, if for whatever reason it gets delayed or if it gets canceled, they're staying there the night at that friend's house and we're picking their ass up the next day. We're like, screw this. That's what we would have done.
Yeah, so we were to take the bus. That friend in Baltimore was able to open up. They had an extra room in their house. They were able to open up their home to us. Very grateful. Very, very grateful. Because with the budget we had left, if we had to pay hotels, our food was going to get smaller and smaller and smaller. Like the budget to eat was going to be minimal. But with at least a place to stay, we had our first real meal Wednesday evening. Where we were able to sit down, we got some Chipotle, and I was like, finally vegetables, rice, beans, food, real food. Like the little Hispanic boy in me was like, rice, rice is so good. We were planning on, since I got the flight for Friday because it was the cheapest. I could have left earlier from Baltimore, but it would have been $350 per person, and we didn't have that kind of budget on us. We really did not. But leaving Friday would have been $170 per person, and I was like, I'm not even thinking twice. Before those seats fill up,
Yeah.
beep bloop, I'm on my way. We're able to stay the night. Thursday we were gonna like explore Baltimore. Might as well. We're there. But it started raining because the storm was starting to get closer and closer and closer. I was checking the weather app, and by the time that we would have left Friday, the storm would have been behind us. So we would have been moving south, and the storm would have been moving north away from us, which was the goal.
Mm-hmm.
Because the whole time, all of our flights would have been having to move straight towards the storm, not away from it. So I was praying. I don't think I've prayed so much in my entire life than I have this week. This week has felt so long.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Whatever, we have our flight. We're there Thursday. Thursday it starts raining, so we weren't able to go out. But whatever, we rested. This was, I think, something that we were missing the entire week. We rested. Didn't go out. We ate. Friday morning, we were gonna go out again, and it starts raining again. No luck.
No, for real.
No luck. The entire time. No luck. My friend, the one who opened up her house to us, comes back from work, and she's like, "Oh, I'll take you guys out real quick." I had told everyone, because Evelyn and I are the oldest, but I am still older than her. So my brain went to, I'm the leader. I'm the oldest. Oh no, I have to take care of everyone. I'm also the man, which I hate. Ugh. But it's true. Like, amongst all of us, I'm the one who put on the strong face. I'm the one who would go and talk to people, because I was like, one, they're younger than me, and two, Evelyn's a woman. And as much as it sucks, I know that if she says something, who knows how people are going to respond to her, but I know how they'll respond to me. So I would go up, and I was the one talking to everyone and mean mugging the homeless people to stay the fuck away from us. I was just like, no, you stay. Everyone was behind me. I was like, I'll human shield everyone, don't worry about it. Where was I?
Friday
afternoonish. I tell everyone, I was like, okay, pack our bags if we're gonna go out, if we're able to see something today from Baltimore, just to say that we saw Baltimore. We should have everything ready, because we're most likely gonna go from there straight to the airport. And we did. That's exactly what we did. We went to the aquarium. Very pretty. The National Aquarium, very nice. Very, very nice. You saw puffins. It was so cute. But go to the airport. Our flights do get delayed. The one from Baltimore and the one from Charlotte gets delayed, but not canceled. We love winning. I love winning. They get delayed a little bit. I think mostly because of the winds. They get canceled. We make it to Charlotte, safe and sound. From Charlotte. It doesn't get canceled again. But we were supposed to be arriving in Miami 11:30-ish. Almost 12, but still technically Friday. No. The airplane didn't have a working AC. So they had sat everyone down. They had boarded everyone and then waited 2 hours. Because the pilots had to switch out. And we didn't know where the other pilots were. Bro. And they had sat us in an airplane with no AC for 2 hours. So we were boiling in there. For the other pilots to arrive, and then the first thing he says, not even a hello, he was like, hey, it's really hot in here, too hot for me to safely fly you guys up in the air. I need everyone to get out. Kick us out. They kicked us out of the aeroplane. We were already 2 hours behind at this point. We were supposed to leave at 9. It was already 10, 11. They get us back on the plane 12:30, 12:45 to go, to leave. I get home. We land 3:30 in the morning.
Literally today. Like, he got back home today.
Yeah. And I get to my house at 4 in the morning. This morning.
Literally.
Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
Yesterday morning. It's past 12 here.
Like, honestly, we this week has been so long
all the days in my head all kind of blend. Everything
Yeah.
from Sunday to last night has been one just big.
Because honestly, like for us, like, because even though like we were texting them and we would be like, oh, you guys are doing such a great job, because they were trying to be, you know, like they were trying to figure out a way by themselves.
We were proactive in trying to get the
Yeah.
fuck out of that city.
So for us, we were just like, oh my gosh, I'm like, you guys are doing such a great job, like we're so proud of you guys, like whatever. And we would always ask them like, hey, do you guys need money, you guys need us to send more money, like are you guys okay with like underwear, like you know, we were trying to like do something over here. But even though we were like being casual or like trying to make them not worried, we were worried on this side. Like my mom says that the plane ride from Ohio back to Miami, she was crying on the plane because she was just like, oh my gosh, I'm leaving them up there by themselves. Like we already knew that theirs was canceled. They were stuck in NYC on Tuesday. So we were just like, oh my gosh, like we were all worried. But we're, like I said, we're one of those type of people that we don't crash under pressure. Like at least when it comes to those things like that, like we try to be like, okay, let's just figure it out. Like let's just try to work it out. I broke down on Sunday because everything that we tried, we were like, okay, let's get this. Let's find the hotel with the coupon. And when a freaking $500 a night, I was like, where the fuck am I gonna, where? Like how am I gonna take this money out? So I was like, okay, that's not gonna work. We were looking for car rentals. There were no more cars to be. We were trying to get transferred to another airport. There was no more transfer. So like every time that we tried to do something, it was stopped on Sunday. So it got to the point like we woke up like at 7 in the morning. The flights were already canceled. By like 2 or 3 in the afternoon, I broke down. I was like, I don't know what else to do. Like I was just like, I'm done. And I started crying. I only cried for like 5 minutes, and after that I was like, okay, whatever, done. Like I was like, let's just go to the hotel. I just need to get out of here. But like I think about it, I'm like, if it would have just been like myself and like the young ones, I don't know what I would have done, honestly, because the point of him, like he was like, oh, the oldest, that I usually have that position because I am the oldest out of all of them. Yeah. So like whenever we go travel to, like if it's just Evelyn, him, and I going to like a concert in Atlanta or going to a concert wherever, since I'm the oldest one, I tend to be that protective person. Also because I am the oldest, like I'm his oldest sister, like I'm the oldest one out of my family. So I always tend to have that. I always take that position because that's just how I am. But I don't know what I would have done in that situation. Like honestly, if it would have just been us four, like I would have literally sat there, and I think I would have cried. Literally, I would have cried like for an hour at least. Yeah. Because it was just a type of thing that we always try to have a backup to a backup, and every time we tried to do something, there was no solution. Like there was no way out, and I was just like, bro, like what the heck is going on? And the people there at the airport were not helping at all. The people on the phone were not helping. Like it was so bad. Like in that sense, like our planned trip from Friday to Sunday morning. Not even. I would say Saturday night. It was fine. Like we had planned it and it was fine. The whole delay of the concert, that was okay. Fine, we still had enough. We had a great time. We screamed.
The greatest time.
It was fine. It was literally, our nightmare started that Sunday morning when we woke up to go to the airport, like to get ready, and it was canceled. From then on, the airport, piece of shit. The freaking American Airlines, piece of shit. Like honestly, like,
you don't say that, I'm gonna start crying.
There was literally like horrible. Like and honestly, we weren't the only ones. A whole mess of people like were canceled.
Thousands of flights throughout the entire east coast of the U.S.
Literally just Sunday, there was 1,500 flights that were canceled only in JFK. Yeah. So you just imagine how bad it was for everyone. But honestly, like no, like it was literally, it's been a week from hell. I could only imagine them because they were stuck up there literally the whole week.
We had to sit on so many floors.
Yeah,
I don't even want to think about the kind of microbes that I was interacting with. The particles of who knows what. No, like, I think it was Wednesday afternoon. We were waiting for the bus. We're all sitting. I tell Evelyn, I tell everyone, I'm just like, I'm kind of glad that my family made it home. I wouldn't want my parents, they're not like super old,
but no, they're not old,
but they don't carry the same energy they did when they were in their 30s. How I remember them as a kid. Yeah. I was like, my parents are older. I wouldn't want them to have to run around in this. My little brother, I wouldn't want him to run around in this. I was like, I know how Amy would have reacted. She would have gotten so frustrated that she would have broken down, and I wouldn't want to see my sister like that. So I was like, before any of, I'm glad that it was us. I'm glad that we were the, like, they say that, oh, the young ones have youth and strength in their bones, and I was like, fine, that's what we have it for. We were able to run through it. I was like, it doesn't bother me to sleep on the floor. It doesn't bother me to run around.
Yeah. It was just like stressful for us because obviously they were by themselves. This is the first situation I feel like that they actually had to literally be grown-ups about it.
Yeah.
And even my parents were like, man, we could have stayed back. At least one of us stayed back there with them so that they wouldn't feel, you know, by themselves. They wouldn't feel. But it's freaking crazy. The good thing about it, like, honestly, like, we had people around us, around them especially, that helped them. People sending money that you know they needed for food and for like everything. Also, like, just overall in general, like, I don't know if you guys are religious or not, but like, I honestly think, like, now looking back, I'm like, God probably saved us from so much crap that could have happened. Because then we started thinking, I was like, what happens if they would have actually gotten the car driven down? They would have to be driving down in the freaking storm, and that would have been worse. I was like, so many things could have happened, and honestly, thankfully they didn't, and everything, like, we didn't know. In the moment, we were stressed out because we were like, bro, what the heck, nothing's going on, like, nothing's coming out how we want it to. But then now looking back, we're like, okay, well, you know, you guys are safe. You guys made it.
We got home in the safest way possible.
Yeah.
In the safest way possible.
Yeah. So it was stressful, super stressful. One of the worst trips in like.
I don't want to hear the word trip till April.
I honestly, like, I know this is gonna suck because right when we're literally at the airport, 17 announces that they're having a tour.
That they're having a tour, that the sales next week. I was like, bro, I'm so
It's
sorry.
not even about that.
I love y'all, but it ain't happening.
No, it's not even about the sales being next week.
No, it is. I don't have money right
no,
now.
Okay.
No, my money got spent in getting here.
I'm talking about Sunday. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about Sunday. Like Saturday when is it that they announced it?
It was like Monday, Tuesday.
No, it wasn't.
We were at the hotel.
Oh yeah. It's not so much that. It's the fact that they're only going to 4 freaking cities, bro. I'm like, what type of world tour is this shit? But anyways, Playtis, get your shit together, hype. I know. The fact that, like, the last tour, the previous tour that they came, they went to so many more cities, and this is crap, bro. This is really, like, it's crap.
And for me to have to go back to the no.
And honestly,
because
of this trip, I really don't think that we're gonna be going to any concerts.
April.
At least for like the rest of this year for me.
April.
Unless they come here to Miami or something. Which I doubt because that'll never happen.
If it ain't local, it's of the devil.
Yeah,
and it's not for me. I ain't doing it.
I'm sorry, but like I'm not gonna be able to go. We're not gonna be able to see 17, which is one of the concerts that we did want to go see this year.
I really want to see 17
because we obviously know that after this world tour, they're gonna start enlisting. So we know that they're gonna start enlisting. So we wanted to see them. Obviously, we're not. After this whole trip, like, we literally have no money. Literally, we literally have no money to be like, we're literally paying back all the stuff that we had to get for this trip.
I maxed out
this
my
extended trip.
I maxed out my credit cards, yo.
Yeah.
Cards coming to Miami. That is true.
Yeah. But I don't like card. Like, I'm not like a big fan of them like that for me to go to their concert. I don't really care.
Well,
up at this point, do I want to spend like $20 in their no, I need those $20 to pay for my shit.
Absolutely.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and not that I don't want to support, but like, I don't think that
we don't have expendable income right now.
Right now, we don't have the income to go to any concerts, at least for a good 4 to 5 months, bro. Yeah. We can't. Like, we're trying not to spend, like, we already have this thing in our minds where, like, as much as it sucks, because like I said, 17 was the other concert that we were looking forward to, we cannot even go. They're not even going to Atlanta.
I know.
I'm like, freaking suck, bro.
I know.
Like, they're literally just going to like
and I would have to go back to
no, I'm not going to fucking New York. Fuck that.
I just left that hellscape. I don't want to go back.
No. They're literally going to like 4 places. So it just sucks. You know what I mean? It sucks because we had in our heads, we had planned, or we wanted to like go to, like, because yeah, we spent money for the ATEEZ concert for the New York trip, but we could have been like, we could go in a little bit more and go to another concert if we wanted to, like, throughout the rest of the year.
If we would have come back Sunday.
Yeah, but as of right now, we can't. There's just no way right now that I could be like, oh yeah, let me go to. No, I'm not going. I don't want to step foot into a freaking another airport at least for a good 5-6 months. I'm not even joking. And it sucks because we have to travel because no one comes to Florida. No one comes to Florida. It's so stressful.
We need to unionize.
No one comes to Florida and we have to freaking bust our ass to travel. It sucks, bro.
Dog, I was on the floor.
It sucks.
The 2 people next to me, Floridians. 4 people in front of me from Miami. From Hialeah, from Pembroke, from the greater like metropolitan Miami area.
In New York.
On the floor.
We always have to freaking travel, bro. Every time we go to Atlanta, a good like...
I'm tired of meeting people in section 120 of the State Farm Arena. I'm tired of finding y'all there.
Yeah.
Because every time I'm there, last time for TXT, we went to TXT's concert, the whole section,
the entire Florida
section was from Florida.
Yeah.
If I combine all the little sections, I find people anywhere in the goddamn country. I could have made a full stadium here.
Like if the people don't want to come all the way down to Miami,
go to Orlando.
Go to Orlando.
Go to the parks.
That's
fun.
That's a 3-hour drive for us, and I don't mind it. I was like, sure, 3-hour drive is fine. But bro, the fact that we have to literally travel every time, we have to literally think like, okay, what's convenient for us?
I have to export myself. I'm sick and tired.
Yeah, like we have to literally, and like, don't get me wrong, like we enjoy going and we do, it's fine. But like, stuff like this happened to us, like how it happened in New York. Like, oh, bro, it sucks, dude. Like, it truly sucks. Like, honestly, like it's just horrible. I'm hoping that more groups start coming to Florida. I'm hoping. Please.
I hear whisper. I know it's a sore subject. I hear whisper it's a Stray Kids.
Oh yeah, they've said that.
I think Stray Kids. I've seen a lot of whispers of Stray Kids maybe coming to Miami again. I think they've come. They've come before. And they've come 2019.
Yeah.
Or 2020, early 2020.
I think 2019 and 2020.
You see,
like early 2020.
And like Stray Kids isn't a small group.
No, they're pretty big.
So I'm hoping. P1 was here not so long ago. P1 Harmony. Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, to all your little friends, I know y'all talk.
Oh God.
Jesus.
Like honestly, it just sucks. It sucks when you have to travel everywhere. And sometimes like, because for example, like the closest place that we go to is Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's literally like an hour and something flight. It's not that bad.
Hour 30.
An hour 30, yeah. It's not that bad. Atlanta has been the best airport, the best city.
Efficient
overall
as hell.
Yeah.
Even their stadiums, their arenas,
everything.
The airport.
It works perfect.
Efficient. People will help you. People will try to help you.
Yeah.
Like you, when you don't get anywhere with them, you know that they've expended every single brain cell they got.
Yeah. So far, like we always go to Atlanta, and for 17 in 2022. We did a 2-day trip. Literally, we flew in the day of
the concert.
The day of the concert.
And left the next morning.
And we left the next morning. So it was like one of those quick trips, you know, like it wasn't like anything. But with this one, we decided to... ATEEZ did go to Atlanta. This is the reason why we didn't go to Atlanta.
14,000 seats. That's it.
They were able to get the venue that they got for this tour was smaller, way smaller than the previous tour. And the previous tour, I had the nervous poops trying to find 2 tickets for my mom and I, because that concert was selling out. I'm not even joking. This was me 2022. Because it was 2022. 2022 at my job, trying to find the freaking, like, trying to get the thing. When I was able to get the pre-sale code and I went into Ticketmaster, it looked like, you know, when Thanos went like this in Endgame of, like, you know, the Avengers, and like people just started disappearing. That's how it was for the tickets in Atlanta the first time, like 2 years ago. The seats were going from blue to gray in like milliseconds. I'm not even joking. They were like, brrr, and I checked out 3 times until finally I was able to check out and I got my tickets. I didn't know where we were sitting until after. It was the worst. When I finally was able to see the 2 tickets, they were like, "Oh, you're sitting in this section." I was like, "Great! I'm glad that it's still in the lower section." I was like, "Good." For 3 hours later, they were like, "Huh?
Day 2.
We added another day. We added another day for Atlanta." This was 2 years ago. That venue is big. That venue is pretty big. It's an arena. They sold that out both days. They sold that shit out. When I saw this year that they were going to a smaller venue than that, I was like, I'm not doing this Hunger Game shit.
We ain't fighting.
I'm not fighting because if 2 years ago that shit almost like it was literally Thanos. I was like, this is gonna be worse because this is a way smaller venue than the other one, and they did 2 dates.
And ATEEZ got bigger in that time.
They did. I don't understand why they went to a smaller venue. I don't get it. I personally think that Coachella fucked them up.
Yeah, the only guess that we're able to make is that with having to hold off the tour because of Coachella, they were unable to book the bigger venue in Atlanta than the one that they did, than the one they did in Duluth.
Yeah, but let me tell you, that's the only reason as to why we didn't go to this concert. We didn't go to Atlanta. We were like, we were between the one in San Antonio, like the one in Texas, or the one in New York. That was literally both of our options. I was like, the one in Texas, it was also a weekend.
Yeah.
And I was like, we know people in Texas. I was like, it's a bit cheaper. The hotels are cheaper.
In retrospect, we should have gone to
the one in Texas. Also, it was a huge stadium because I think the one in Texas is their biggest stadium. Yeah. But it was also a closed stadium. We could have gone there. We should have gone there.
We should have got that Texas.
We should have gone to Texas, honestly. But we were between Texas and New York, and then we were like, oh, let's just go to New York. And that was my fault because I was just like, oh, it's Citi Field. Only BTS had, like, out of all the K-pop groups, only BTS has been able to sell that out. I was like, now that it's ATEEZ, I was like, we should go.
Oh, that also, Mom wanted to see. They
hadn't seen New York, so we were like, let's go to New York. And the weekend trip was fine. It was the shit show after Sunday. Like, Sunday on was crap. But the actual trip, like us going to New York, us sightseeing, going to it was fine. So if you ask us, or if you ask me personally, would we do it again for ATEEZ? Yes, we would.
Absolutely, I would.
Yes, we would.
And I'd do it again. Hey, I know the way home.
Yeah.
I don't have to struggle. I know the path I gotta take.
Oh my gosh. Like, I know it sucks, bro. Like, I know it sucks. Like, we're still, like, recovering from, like, the week and everything. But, like, I still look back on my videos, and I look back, and I'm just like, nope, I'll do it again. I would do it again. I freaking love those guys. I love them so much.
At least I don't have to struggle this time. I know the way. I know what to do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be spending extra days crying about it. No. I'm like, okay, bus to Maryland, airport home.
I freaking love the guys. Like, honestly, we had so much fun. But, like, yeah, the trip was shit after Sunday. Like, honestly. But, like, before that, like, what we had planned and everything was fine. It was out of our control anyway because the weather. Like, what we would have never known that in May, that when we started planning everything, that there was gonna be a storm literally that weekend. Like, it was just out of our control in that sense. But I'm just like, but I will still do it again. I freaking love the guys.
In a heartbeat. But in Texas.
In a closed stadium.
In Texas.
I'd
go to Texas.
For real. But anyways, enough of that. Sorry that it took us so long to actually say, but it was just so much shit. And I'm pretty sure we missed out on some stuff.
Yeah, literally. My story ended this morning.
No, yeah, literally. And we're just like kind of just giving you like a whole...
Well, how our week has been. That's why there's no videos.
Yeah.
That's why there's gonna be a delay. Mama, this is crazy.
Yeah. And then since Evelyn was out, yes, she just came in with him in the morning. She was just like, I told her, I was like, no, we're not doing any videos at least for a while until we kind of recover from that. Because honestly, like with the whole new schedule that we've been doing, we've been filming everything a week prior. So like the stuff that you see that are being posted, we've already done that the week before. But like now with this whole entire like fuck up, we have to sit down and see where we're gonna start again to start all over.
Yeah.
So you might not like, we might be starting our like filming our reactions this week, but they won't be up until next week. If we do something this week, it's like a premiere, like a comeback that we wanted, like probably like the Sana one. There's a couple of stuff that have come out that might be coming out this week on the channel and on our Patreon. But like, don't expect us to have like a whole full. No.
Give us some time to.
For real.
To settle, and then we'll, at some point this week.
Yeah.
Some point early this week. No, I'm not telling you to wait till like. We're not gonna start planning on Thursday.
No. Like, just give us a couple of time to like, because honestly, this week has been brutal. Has been so brutal. Mentally, like draining, just everything.
Yeah, my blood pressure's high.
Yeah. And then the other thing, like we even missed out so many things. Like this week was Treasure's fifth anniversary.
Fifth anniversary, yay!
We couldn't. Nothing. I was barely even on because by the time when I got back to work, I had like 900 and something emails Wednesday morning that I had to like look through. I was like catching up on work. I was doing Evelyn and my work because Evelyn and I work in the same department. So I was trying to catch up all of our jobs. So I was barely on Twitter until like maybe Thursday, Friday was when I started getting on because I was like, okay, I already caught up a little bit. But we were literally, I was catching up at work and stuff, so there was no way for me to like not even see. It was Mingy's birthday, didn't even say anything. It was S Coop's birthday, didn't post anything. It was like Treasure's anniversary, like it was just. So, anyways, happy anniversary to you guys.
Happy anniversary.
Happy birthday to S Coops.
Mingy.
It's horrible. So we tried, you know what I mean? We tried. But anyways, now we're gonna show you what I freaking got because I'm freaking excited.
Oh.
We're getting a haul right here.
Now that our tragedy's out the way.
Where do I start? Okay, I'm gonna start with
the bag.
With which bag?
With the bag. The one that has everything in it. That's also a part of the merch you bought.
That is. This tote bag is huge, bro.
Dog.
It is so big. But anyways, one side is that, and the other side is this. It's so good. I bought 3 because I was like, oh, people need it, and then I ended up using 1 because they're so freaking big. But anyways.
Pia says she needs to see the broken light teeny. We threw that out, girl.
The girl, I threw that away. We
threw it out. It didn't even turn on. We threw it out. We should have sold it. I don't know. the first Ames and Ev merch.
For real.
Your broken light teeny.
Okay, so this is pretty much my bag. The one that the lady wanted to open up every little
zipper.
It's this small ass freaking bag. It's literally clear. Like I don't understand. But anyways, I bought it in the last break the wall. And I had like my other stuff here, whatever. And I also had my I had this one.
The real shirt's really cool. And I'll show you the back soon when we get there.
And this is pretty much where I had like a fan, I had hand sanitizer tissue, I had batteries, I had everything in here. I already took it out, but oh, the strap of the Lightini that broke, I kept it because I was like, that's not broken, so I have it here. Let me take out the freebies because there were a lot.
Oh, this is so cute! I didn't even see this one. Look it, it's tongue.
But yeah, the people were so nice because they would ask us like, "Oh, who's your bias?" And I'm OT8, so I have biases, but I really didn't care. And they kept on. Let me tell you, New York is Jungho biased. I'm never fighting again in New York.
Sold out. All the Jungho stuff was sold out.
All the Jungho stuff. I was so surprised.
People had pickets, the jerseys, all Jungho, everywhere.
Because let me tell you, I was so surprised because him and Yuno tend to be like the least favorite out of all the guys. Like it's just math.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it happens.
You could check K profiles.
Yeah.
It says it there.
But New York, Jungho biased. New York was Jungho biased the whole time. Literally, his jerseys were sold out.
Have we talked about cities having biases yet?
No. But we do, like Atlanta, Mingy bias.
We are convinced that cities have biases.
Yeah, and for sure.
And you can tell by the volume in the room when they pop up. Cities have biases. Mingy, it's Atlanta. Atlanta and Mingy are like this. New York was Jungho. Jungho and Yosan.
Yeah. I heard
some of the most deathly horror movie screams when Yosan would pop up on that screen. People screamed. The scream started at their toes and came out their forehead. It was the loudest, most screechy. Like they were killing them.
And the reason why I say this is because usually when I go, like when my mom and I went to the Break the Wall back like 2 years ago, when we went to their pop-up store, they were like, oh, we only have Jungho and Yuno stuff. And I was like, that's fine by me. I don't care. So I ended up buying the little like stuff like this stand and this other stand. And I don't know what else. Oh, and the keychains up there. But I'm always like, oh, I know that I'm going to get Jungho because no one really buys him compared to like the other members. Not a lot of people buy Jungho.
Yeah, if you're a Sun bias, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, if you're San, Mingi, Hangjun, they're usually like the most popular, Sungwa, whatever. But bro, New York, I was fighting the pop-up store. We were supposed to go to the pop-up store on Friday.
Yeah.
We didn't end up going because they said that the line was for freaking blocks and hours.
People who got there at 11 in the morning got their merch at like 3 in the afternoon.
And the 3 or even more. And they were saying people that were able to go into the pop-up store, they said that the 3 members jerseys that were already sold out were Mingi, Mingi, Sun, and Jungho. And I was like, ain't no way. I was like, I could understand, I don't know, Hangjun, Sungwa. No. Jungho was the third. There was no more jerseys or nothing of his. And I was like, no. So like, I couldn't believe that shit. So now I know that I'm never going to New York again because I'm going to fight other ATEEZ for Jungho shit. No, it ain't happening. But anyways, that's besides the point. When Evelyn and Sam were in the line to buy the stuff like for everybody, he tried to get a Jungho picket, like a picket for me, and there was no more. No, we sold out. So he ended up getting the one, which is right here. I got my picket.
Show or it ain't real.
Show it didn't happen.
Proof or it didn't happen. Wow, I never actually looked at it. Damn, he looks good. Shit.
He looks great.
I'm gonna steal it.
No, you're not. So, he ended up buying the because he knows that I like Evelyn was like, oh, just get her the because there's no more Jungho, so we'll get the So he got me the one. He ends up he goes back into the line because he was just like, oh, I forgot her jersey because I had asked for a jersey. And I told her, get or get Jungho. Because I'm like, I know that there's going to be enough. And he he was able to get me the Jungho one. So I got the Jungho jersey.
The jerseys are really cool. I wanted one.
Jerseys are really cool. They have like a patch here, and
I wanted one so badly, but I don't know. At last minute, I was like,
I don't think it would have fit you. It's very tight.
Okay, calling me hippopotamus.
No, because it was tight on me.
She called me a hippopotamus on camera. Y'all saw it. Y'all saw it. She called me huge.
No, I did not. I just think because I have a wide back too, and it was a little tight me putting it on. That's why I'm saying it, not because I'm calling you fat.
Amy called me rotund on
No,
camera.
I did not.
Not clickbait. Not clickbait.
The jerseys are very pretty. I will say the jerseys are very nice. So then, when my cousin went back to get that jersey, he saw that there were Jungho pickets. So he got a Jungho picket for my mom because my mom loves Hangjun and Jungho. Those are like her 2 biases. So he ended up finally getting the Jungho one.
Mama, he looks crazy.
He looks so freaking good.
He looked huge. I was looking at Jungho and I was like, why you built like a wall? What happened?
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe it was just from where I was sitting.
No, he's big. He thick.
Like, Minky looked like this compared to Jungho. And I was just like, he's built like a brick. Anything.
But anyways, I got the Jungho. Well, my cousins got the Jungho one for my mom. But she also gave it to me because she's like, I'm not gonna put this in my bedroom.
That'd be really funny. That'd be really funny.
With my dad there. So she's like, you can put it in your room. So I'm gonna put that in my room.
That'd be so funny. You imagine she has pictures of all her kids and her makeup and her stuff, and then Jungho.
Jungho the picket. So then the let me see what
people have so many cool freebies. There are people who I assume that they had like won a fan call, and people were giving out like actual PCs.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Someone gave this. Oh no, I think this. I got this from I don't know from which.
One of the merch.
I got this Sungwa. I always pull Sungwa Pia. Sorry, not sorry. I always pull him though. I don't know. This one I don't know in which merch I got that one for. They were giving out.
Oh, yeah, people were giving out like bills.
Like bills with them.
For like the work MV.
Isn't this so cool?
It's really sweet.
They had given this one. This one I got it from my little brother because I got this cell phone charm that says Hongjun. It's so cute.
Oh, I have one that says Jungho. Because people saw my costume and everyone was giving me Jungho stuff.
Look. Like this is so creative. So freaking cute.
Had little bears on it. Let's stop streaming.
The cutest things. I'm telling you, they gave the cutest things. I got one of these. This was like a random, like just random. It wasn't like any members, like specific member. Like for example, in this little bag, I got this Sunghwa.
Angel. Oh, you got the angel. I got the devil.
Oh.
I got devil Sunghwa.
And then it brought this sticker.
The stickers are so funny.
This sticker. This other sticker.
Stickers were so funny.
And then this other sticker. And then it also had this UU little like cell phone charm too. So that was like in one little bag. Let me see what else. And then this one I put way more stuff. This other girl came up to us and she was like, "Oh, a lot of people were like, oh, who's your bias? Who's your bias?" And then I told them like OT8. So she ended up giving me this little packet with like various members. So it was not just one. So that was also very sweet of her to do that. And then in this one, I didn't even like open it to be honest. But I just got it and I put it away. Okay, so she gave like.
We have a top loader, a decorated top loader.
That's cute. And then there was this picture. Which, yes, they look good. No, you're not. This sticker. This sticker.
Ooh, I must do that one.
And then this, they had like their business and stuff, which I thought was pretty cool too.
Yeah, a lot of people had like their QR codes for their stuff. Which I feel like we should make some.
Evelyn, we always say that. We're like, Evelyn's like, oh, we should do one with our channel in the back, you know? And we always forget. Like, we always forget to do it.
We should make some with the channel and then give them out with liquid IV. A lot of people were passing out from like, the heat and like the dehydration and being crushed together like in small spaces. We had the paramedics running around the entire time.
Then I also, someone else, like another one was this.
Oh, wow.
Oh
wow.
There was like another like.
Listen, so I don't know what song
like this, you know, like stuff. I'm telling you, people were advertising also this one. Like, hello, we got boyfriend here.
Akascute.
What? And then
get robbed.
That was also in it.
Get burgled. How the hell did you get this stuff and I didn't? We spent the whole day together. What?
We were together, but not really, because you were like, that was when you went, I don't know where, and I don't know where. We weren't together. I think that's when you were up in the front, like for the ATEEZ zone.
For the ATEEZ zone, and you guys were still waiting. Yeah, probably. Boo. I missed so much cool stuff.
Let me see.
People weren't giving out as many freebies in the line.
Oh, this was my bracelet for Sector.
Oh, you kept it?
Of course I did.
Oh.
These are the little ones that my little brother gave me these. Look at this pin.
Oh yeah, that pin was cool.
They even gave
they
were giving pins and everything.
That's so cute.
They gave a lot of stuff. I'm telling you, they were so creative.
We had so many little baggies. I had to like put stuff in other baggies and other I had to try to make. Oh, it was so much. It was so cool. Oh, there's someone we had met in the line. The thing she's pulling out now. We had met in the line and she had designed stickers of all the guys if they were cats.
Yeah. And this is one of them. This is one of them. I also got this picture.
Get burgled.
Focus, bro. Focus. There you go. This one.
You have to be like those beauty vloggers.
This sticker, which is like literally my favorite. It's my favorite. I love it so much. I freaking love it. And then this keychain with boyfriend's on there.
Oh, I got a Yosang one of that same.
Like,
from the same
hello.
person.
Let me see what else. I got this one.
Should I bring my stuff?
You should.
BRB.
Yo, honestly, ATEEZ were so creative. I'm telling you that I had never been to a concert with so many different types of freebies and types of things. Like, I got home with so many things, and my mom and my little brothers, they were like, oh my gosh, we had so many things. Like, my little brother got even more things. They had an egg, and inside the egg they had like little things inside. They were giving away like cell phone charms with like a little red chili pepper at the end. There was another one with like just a little cowboy hat. Like, people were so freaking creative. Like, I don't know, it was the coolest thing. I was just like, bro, girl. They also gave me I'm telling you, there's a lot of stuff that I'm opening right now because I didn't even open them at the moment, and because of the whole chaos of the week, I hadn't even opened and seen anything. These are more stickers. Okay, like, it was, look how cute.
I have returned.
You have returned.
I also had a bill.
You see, like, the coolest things, like, people were being so creative. Like, look at these stickers. How pretty. So pretty.
Oh, I got this little bag charm that says ATEEZ on it. Ooh. Y'all get the idea. It's very cute. I love it.
This other stickers that says gotta work. And they also have like the Hangzhou one. So cute. I'm trying to see like what else. Oh, I gotta show you my sector, like my VIP bag too.
Oh no, my costume.
I don't know what you expected.
Honestly, I hadn't thought about it.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I hadn't thought about it in a while.
Okay, let me put these things back. And Evelyn also had her stuff too, but like, I usually like, she's obviously still resting, so.
This held up more because I had like little braids and stuff, but this was, I was dressed up as a junk bear.
This was my other bracelet for the floor. It says like City Field and it says ATEEZ like on the thing. I also kept that one. I was like, I didn't go through all that shit for nothing.
No, legitimately.
So this is the new Lightini that I actually bought and did not break.
Your third one at this point.
This is the one that I gave my little brother.
Your older one.
Huh?
I didn't keep the bracelet, but I did keep the lanyard.
Oh, I got the lanyard too. So technically, this is the bag, the VIP bag that they give you. They give you the lanyard. They give you a couple of things, which I also kept.
Oh, I have candy in here.
So in the VIP thing, they give you this like tin thing, which inside they give you. Oh, I didn't even notice it's in New York.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, we were, Steph and I were talking about it, and we're like, this must have been expensive because all of the VIP stuff is personalized per city. Like, they have the name of the city on them. It's not like they mass produced a bunch and then just gave them out. No, no, no. They made them per city.
Oh, this is the one that came in my Jungho jersey. This one. Looks great.
You see, I have devil sungla. So Amy got angel, I got the devil.
And then these are my 2 photo cards that I got for in the 18E zone.
Trying to see if I have stuff that is different than yours. I don't want to like show the same thing again. You showed this?
No, I don't have them.
Ooh. Bam. A little photo strip that someone had given out. Bye, Adriana. Good night. Rest well.
Bye, Adriana. Have fun in Orlando. Drive safe.
Look at these stickers. These are really cute.
Oh, I have the Hongjun and the Jung, you know.
No, I have Jongho and Sungwa. Which is crazy because these are the 2 boys that had me spinning.
So in the tin things, I have like they have like these little postcard things, like one of each member, which was really nice. But the tin thing is really pretty. I didn't know that it said New York down here. I didn't know that. But
look at Mingy as a cat.
They also gave you this fan in the VIP bag, which I never got to use because I was like, it's gonna rain. No.
We used it before though.
No, I didn't. I didn't use mine.
But it's cute. When we were waiting? That's right, you didn't.
I didn't use mine. Mine was stuck in my bag the whole time. I was like, nope.
Yeah. I got these super cute freebies of Yoongi. For the focus. Focus. I guess not. Y'all get the picture. Well, like I said, someone had, I think, had won a fan call. They were giving out like actual photo cards. This is the one I got of Yosan. Woo. Hello? I know I'm interesting, but not that much, please. Oh, finally. No!
They also give you a power bank that it's already charged.
It was already charged.
And it has like a flashlight and everything in it. It's pretty cool. That it says towards the light or whatever. Or ATEEZ, I don't even know what it says. But it's pretty cool that they do that. That I brought that. And it brings this deck of cards. This deck of cards, it is the prettiest thing I've ever seen.
It's really pretty.
Like, the quality is crazy. So all those people complaining about the KQ having bad quality, go suck a cock, honestly.
That part. These are my merch cards. I think one of them from the VIP, but that shiny one from the merch. I got mats. The people, it was so cool.
Like, look at these cards. They're holographic. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but they're super cool.
They're made of like plastic. And
focus. There you go.
Okay, I'm locked in. Stop yelling at me.
Like, all of these cards, like, they're so pretty. They're so pretty.
They are really pretty.
Like, look at the Joker. And then look at this Joker. The coolest thing, bro. Like, the quality is good. It's like a plastic, I guess. It looks expensive. So people talking crap about KQ, like, shut up. They did a good job with this VIP thing. Because did they have to give a power bank to everybody charged? No, they didn't. They didn't have to, but they did.
Hey, it entertained me those hours we were waiting for the show to start. I played a game of war.
Yeah, they were playing card with the cards. Meanwhile, we were waiting for the concert to start.
They gave me cards.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use them. It was so fun. I had the greatest time of my life.
Yeah, same. I don't regret it, honestly. Like, I know the trip sucked after, you know.
Yeah, maybe want to blow my head off, but
other than that, it was good. We had a lot of fun.
You ain't gonna catch me yet. I feel like I'm missing something. I feel like I'm. What? I had a bracelet. Where'd it go? Who ate my bracelet? Did I eat my bracelet? Where's my bracelet?
Oh yeah, people were giving candy and which is good.
I got a bunch of Mingy phone tags too. Monkey. Honestly, it was great.
The concert was so well worth it.
Oh, apparently Sungwon's live right now.
Wasn't he naked in Chicago?
And I'm afraid.
He was.
Naked and Afraid is me and Sungwon. So many free.
But in all honesty, like, yeah, like it sucked, like everything that we went through and stuff like that. But we were just so happy with like the concert itself. Evelyn did record most of the concert, like where she was sitting. And that one might be up on the channel. But my videos probably won't. One, because we were like stuck back there. And the other thing is because, yeah. I mean, I could show you guys some clips if you guys want.
I didn't take many videos of the concert because Amy had asked me to take videos of my reaction. So I have a lot of videos of me screaming from a very horrible angle, so I'm not going to show any of you people.
You guys want to see when they actually came out? Look, I'm going to show you a little bit. This is when they first came out. Guys, they were right there, dude. I couldn't fucking believe it.
They were so close. They were so close.
They look so good. So freaking good. Like, I was like perfectly fine looking at all of them, and a freaking San, bro. San decided to be like, look, I was your first bias. What happened? I'm taking you back. And he might have taken me back. I'm not gonna lie. Because the amount of pictures that I took of that man. Or I tried taking of him. That was great. Mingy also looked really good. They all did, honestly. You good? I don't have no more.
Fuck.
Go get water.
I choked on my saliva. Help.
Hongjun looks so freaking good. He looks so good. And this picture will always be one of my favorites because of the sign that was right there. You see and then you just see the sign that someone had. It was so funny. No, don't get me wrong. I'm still Team Jungho Pia. But my only thing is just that Jungho barely came on this side. That's why. So I don't know. But I made sure that I was looking at Jungho, I will say. I took most of my pictures are of him. But like, you see Mingy? Ho.
Merry Christmas.
Look at his face. Ho, bro.
But look at Jungho. Look how thick he looks.
Yeah, Jungho's big.
It's crazy.
And then like I have like Sungwa. He looked so happy. Like, I don't know how to explain it. He looked very happy.
So good.
He was like, his smile was just like, he looks so good. And was like everywhere too. No, but like really? Like, hello?
Hello 82. Yep.
I can't with him. I can't with him, bro.
Yes, sir.
I can't with him. I could not. It was the way that he walked out, and my freaking weakness is when men wear black. That's my weakness. I love when men wear black. And the fact that he was wearing a button-up shirt, like all the way up, like, he looks so freaking good, bro. He looks so good.
Not you watermarking. That's crazy. I just noticed that.
Oh, that because I did post that picture on Twitter, yeah. Yuno looked incredible. The Yuno,
yes.
Yuno was the one that for me I felt like he glowed. Yes. The first time that we saw them, it was Yosang, but this time it was Yuno. Yuno looked really good. Yuno was glowing. I will say that.
Absolutely, he did.
Like, he looked so good.
I was hooting and hollering. He
looked really good. Wooyoung also looked good.
No, Wooyoung looked. He looked.
Ooh, he looked. That's Wooyoung.
Jeebus Christ. Oh
yeah.
God.
No, but like, I'm telling you that I tried to take pictures of him so bad. But then Yosang also came. Yosang looked great. Yosang's such a pretty boy, bro.
Yes. Yosang for Soundcheck looked nice. He would look good. He looked during the show. I don't know who needs a raise at KQ, but someone deserves it. I don't know if it's the person who does their makeup. I don't know if it's hair. I don't know if it's costuming. Oh,
like freaking Hongjoon. Focus!
You yelled that I didn't listen.
Freaking Hongjoon. Oh my god, he looks so good. I got a lot of pictures of Hongjoon. He looked really good.
Where's the picture of Sun looking right at your camera?
Okay, there's this. Well, I was taking a video, and while I was taking a video, I could take pictures. So for me, I was like, I was looking at all the guys that were passing by, and freaking Sun passes by in one of the many times that he was going back and forth, but he passes by and. I hadn't noticed, but apparently he looked directly at my camera. Didn't notice. Promise you I did not. Until after that I showed my mom. My mom was like, bro, he's looking directly at you. And I was like, no, he's not. No, he's not. But then, yeah, he kind of is. Hold up. Let me see where. I still can't get over the pictures that I took of Hongjoon. Because, like, the ones from Hongjoon, they came out so crystal clear, dude. He looks so good, dude.
So good. He was so good.
Where's that picture of Sun? Damn.
Took a bajillion pictures.
I did take a lot of pictures. Oh, like you see, like this one. Okay, this is the original. This is like the picture that I took, right? You see like Mingi and like Jungho, but no. When you zoom in, I don't know if you can see it, but like you see that man's muscles, dog, for real.
My pearls are clutch. What?
Oh my god, dude.
Don't clutch my pearls.
I can't with him. Let me see, where's that pic? I have to see which is the picture.
I'm still offended. What?
I don't know which is the picture. No, for real. He looked so good. He looked really good.
I'm telling you that maybe because I expected what Mingi was gonna bring. That it didn't shock me. I wasn't like, let me retract. I screamed because he did what he did the whole night, and I was hooting and hollering. But it wasn't as impactful as the ones I wasn't expecting. I didn't expect Jungho to hit that hard. But it was like a truck.
Okay, this is the picture. But like if I zoom in, that man was looking at my picture, dog. You won't see it that because it's kind of blurry, but like focus. There you go. I had my POV moment. My Wattpad,
your Wattpad moment.
I had my Wattpad moment, and let me tell you,
no, the Wattpad moment. I don't think this is where you were in Wattpad. It's getting sold. You get sold to ATEEZ. That's your Wattpad moment. That's crazy.
I still can't believe that. They all look so good. They all did. Like honestly,
They look amazing. And during the show when they had like their whole makeup on... Child, shut up.
no, for real. Let me see what video. Because I know that I got a whole mess, but like there were specific ones that I knew that I had to record them from the stage. There were some that I got like the screen, you know, the screen viewing, whatever. But there were some that I got from the. Oh, you guys want to see my dad jamming?
You want to hear me break the wall after?
I love it. My dad's gonna kill me.
He doesn't watch these.
He's probably like, no. Look, that's my dad. Look at him. They'll say my name. I love it. And I was gonna put him on TikTok, but my mom was like, no, don't put it. My dad was like, don't put me there. I'm a rabbi. They're gonna be thinking that.
They look up what they do at this concert. They look up, what's going on at this concert the rabbi went to? What? What is happening? I'm not gonna show you my break the wall because I think I
no, you have to.
No,
you have to.
No, I don't think I'll show it to you, but I'll let you hear it.
You have to.
No. No. Maybe if y'all do a concert vlog, I'll pass the clip over, but not right now. Y'all can hear it. Oh wait. Me going at it.
Put it all the way up. Put it all the way up.
It's coming up now.
You're kind of showing it.
I'm not showing them.
No,
No. No.
Oh my god.
Y'all ain't gonna see this.
God,
I ain't never gonna. I ain't never gonna show you people this. I ain't never gonna show you people this.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I turned on screamo mode.
Oh my god. How funny.
I ain't showing you people. Y'all ain't gonna see what this looks like. Because I'm not used to taking videos or anything, I've said earlier. So I took all the videos at the most unflattering angle possible. Because I wasn't paying attention to how the video was going to look. I was paying attention to what was going on screen. Or like going on stage. So there's just... I'm not showing y'all people this.
Oh my god.
I wasn't able to get the fourth break the wall out because I started hyperventilating. I had exhausted my lungs.
There's one specific thing that I knew that I had to get, but I don't remember which video it was. Cause it was that part, you know, where Sungwa does like his solo on the chair. I knew I had to get it.
For Wake Up, absolutely. Yes, sir. Absolutely. It was at Wake Up. I remember that dad was there. I was like, ooh, my dad's here.
It is what it is. Up at this point,
He
I
said-
thought my break the wall was gonna was less, but no, it's still crazy.
No, it's still there.
It's still I'm still possessed. Oh my god.
Sounds live right now. He's in black.
No, he's not.
P is reporting.
No, he's not.
Breaking news from Pia.
I'm trying to find the actual video of Sangwa. Let me tell you, we had a great time. I will say.
I think I would have had more energy to not that I didn't. Y'all heard it.
Yeah, but we would have had more energy if like the rain wasn't a factor. Like it was just like
If it started when it was supposed to.
Yeah.
Not like I didn't have energy or enthusiasm. Y'all were there. Y'all heard it. I just showed you. I showed you my most embarrassing thing. I bared my soul to the internet. No. Ah. No. Come back.
Oh, this one. This one. Okay, so this one, it's one of the... I'm not gonna see San. I can't see San right now. Okay. But if this is the one that Sungwa is like on the chair and he kind of like...
You be grinding.
He's grinding, whatever. I made sure that I filmed it like him on the stage because he was literally facing our side. So so I made sure that I got it. Hold up.
Yes, ma'am.
Right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. Like I made sure. This part is coming. This one. That's the part that I made sure that I got that. I was like, I don't want the screen. I need to see it with my own eyes.
I need these eyes that the worms will eat one day.
For real.
They must see. Kayla's freaking out.
No. I needed to see that. So that's why I made sure that I was like, I need to like, oh, he looked so good.
Yep.
So good. The whole show was amazing.
There were moments that I had to stop watching the screen and look over. I was like, no, they're there. No, it's real.
Yeah. There was a lot of the videos. That's why I don't think I will put my point of view like on the vlog, because a lot of the videos I couldn't zoom in so much. One, because the quality, Apple, I got the 15 plus, but it gets to a point where if it's too dark, it won't.
It starts blurring.
It blurs out. And the other thing also, because there were so many lights and because we were on the floor, it wouldn't focus a lot on them. So like I a lot of the things were out of focus for a bit, so it wasn't really like the best. I also, when I was filming them like on the stage, on the smaller stage was a bit like behind me, so I would go like that and it would focus on the girl that was literally the whole time that I recorded. She's like, every time she was a Yosang fan, she was like, ah! And you just saw like her light teeny right here and it focused just on her face. So like most of my videos are literally just her, and then she would kind of like go like this and see that I was recording, but I was not recording her, I was recording the guy. But she knew that she was in the way.
Yeah, she was there.
Yeah, so it was just like, that's, I don't think I will put like my point of view so much there, like on the vlog, because of that, because of like how my camera was grabbing everything. And like I filmed the whole entire concert, but that was for me. I was like, when am I ever gonna get this floor seat again for them? I don't think I will. And even if I do, which I would want to, but I would try to get as close as possible, like closer, next time. But like, I just kind of like, I was like, okay, let me just try and see how this floor thing works. And honestly, it's so worth it. I don't know.
It is.
It's really worth it.
Even
the guys did such an amazing job.
I, who was a little more far back, like I couldn't see as much as you were because you were closer. Oh, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
I would do
yeah.
it again.
It was so good. I will honestly recommend. Like, of course, if you're able to get like closer seats, like not only just floor, because floor, if you're gonna be all the way back there, there's no point.
Yeah.
Just grab another, like grab a bit better seat that you're able to see. Um, but if you're like, if you got floor seats and they're, especially if they're seated, and you're able to get closer to the barricade and closer to like the front of the stage, or even closer to that other stage that was a bit it's so worth it, honestly, because the guys interact so much with the crowd. Like I said, I think they would have interacted way more in New York if it had started on time, but because of the whole thing, they couldn't. So they kind of were rushing through everything, and that's why when Sungwa did his speech, that it was the longest speech, because he was talking about his, his grandparents and whatever. He even asked if he was able to do it because they were on a crunch time. Like literally, they were like, bam, bam. They barely stopped. Literally, they barely stopped. And they were just going nonstop, and they would go to the next song and the next prop and the next song and the next prop. Like they honestly, they're one of the most hardworking people, artists in general. I'm not talking about only in K-pop, but like artists in general. Like they really care about the fans, and they really care about their artistry and like what they put out there. And the rain, having the stage being so like wet, because it was literally drenched. Like even though they tried to take out the water, but it was still raining when it started, like right before it started. So like them dancing in the rain, singing in the rain, that didn't stop them from giving like a mediocre performance. Like those guys, they danced their ass off. Thankfully, no one fell down, no one slipped.
Yeah.
Like it was, honestly, it was so worth it.
I think the rain added an extra effect to the acting, to the in between scenes. To it was, ooh, they look so good.
Yeah, it was literally like, I don't know, it was great. Like I'm so grateful, and I admire them even more now, because like at a closed arena, like it is what it is. Like they with the time and this and that, and yeah, it was cool, but like the atmosphere of a stadium is different. I don't know how to explain it.
Also, we didn't realize how loud we were.
Mm-hmm.
I thought the Break the Wall was so quiet.
Mm-hmm. I thought so too.
I was like, oh man, we're probably all just really tired. Our Break the Wall wasn't that big.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember that we're in an open stadium. Other places have heard it in an arena that's closed in, so the sound bounces. Our sound just went up and out. And when we saw the videos of people taking them in the parking lot outside, we were loud.
Yeah.
We were loud.
And I also, for example, like one of the things that because I have seen like concert vlogs of like the previous, like I saw one from LA, from the LA date, and from like some other ones, and I noticed like that Gorilla, they did it like it's one of the first songs that they do. So when they do it in a stadium, it's still there's still sunlight outside. So when they're trying to like go crazy and the fireworks and stuff, like the intensity, like of course the intensity is there because the song is intense as hell, but like the intensity of like the light teenies lighting up and all that stuff, like it doesn't have the same effect,
the euphoria,
the same euphoria as it like when it's closed, a closed venue or just a darker setting. So for us, we were able to experience that when it was dark because we started 2 hours later. So when they did Gorilla, it was like like we were
all the lights
all
going,
off, yeah.
all the lightings were red, the fire going on.
Oh,
it was so good.
It was crazy. So like I was kind of upset because I was like, oh, if it starts at 7:30, like the lights are still like it's still sunlight outside, so it's not gonna have the same effect like Gorilla. My thing was Gorilla.
Yeah.
But then no, we had a 2 hour delay, so when it happened, it was nighttime, so we saw it at nighttime. It was good. Like the whole concert overall was great. But like, would I do the whole thing again? Yes. For them, yes, I would.
Yes,
it's so good. They're so worth it. If you guys are able to see them, please do.
And if this trip didn't drain my pockets, I also would. I feel the same way about 17.
Yeah, I would have gone see them too.
If it didn't drain my pockets, I would have found out how to do it. And
yeah,
I would have
same.
And I would have
same. But
the 17 and ATEEZ are my two olds. I would do anything for this 24 men band.
Yeah. It just sucks, like I said, like this whole the extra stuff, extra income that we had to like the extra, not even income, the extra expenses that we had to come out with this week based off of like some stupid shit. It is what it is. I don't think we're gonna be able to see 17 this time, and I think a lot of people are not gonna see them because they're only going to like 4 freaking places. Like it's ridiculous. I don't know where they go to now, but I think ATEEZ is they're literally doing their last. They did their today in Chicago. Tomorrow is the second day in Chicago. And I think that's it. They're done for the North American tour. And I think that they're getting ready for like a comeback or something, and then they'll probably do like the European tour, and they'll start heading out more. But I don't know. We'll see. Who's your bias in guys 17?
Vernon and Woozy, but Vernon first and foremost.
Mm.
Yeah, let me tell you.
Yeah. Well, Mia started off. It started off with S Coops.
Mm.
I don't know, because I think it depends on the situation. There's sometimes a lot of the other guys they wreck.
Yeah.
But if I had to choose, like now that I'm like obviously gotten to know them with like going 17 and like I've seen their stuff. Do I have to put them in that rank? Not really. I can't. Really
No,
say, because it depends.
We've tried doing it.
You can't.
And
yeah. Well, for me, I would probably say my biases are like 3 biases are S Coops, Mingyu, and DK. They're like up there. I love those guys.
No, for me, it's very solidly Vernon Woozy.
Yeah.
We watched them, and they had my eyes glued the entire 3 hours.
And I also have like Dino is the wrecker, and I didn't know that until the concert, and literally I'm screaming Dino the whole freaking time. So that was that. So I'm saying like the guys, they all kind of wreck. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's OT13, but there
yeah.
are favorites among them.
Yeah. But if I had to choose, like if I had to, like my top 2, then my top 2 it would probably be Scoops and Mingyu.
Mind you, I have only one pillow of like with someone's face on it on my bed, and it's Vernon. I don't do Mingy because I'm a hoe, and I don't have hoes in my bed. I don't accept hoes in my bed. I even say that no pillow gang, Mingy, no pillow gang, no pillow, absolutely not. He's at the top of that list.
Scoops, let me tell you, that man, he has a very strong presence. Like alpha male presence, and I'm not one to like alpha males because I'm more of like an alpha in that sense. But that man tells me to sit, and I'm sat, dog, for real. I'm just like,
I'm sat.
I'm sat, bro.
I'm sat. I'm sat. I am sat. No, like OT13. All of them.
Yeah, I love
all of them. At one point or another, will catch me.
Sure.
Someone will catch me slipping at some point.
Like who I thought in the concert, who surprised me, one of the ones that surprised me the most was June. Man,
oh my god,
he is so ethereal.
The way he moves his body, the proportions of him.
Yeah, he's ethereal. Like he's very angelic type. I don't know how to explain. It also didn't help when he was like super blonde. Remember? So he like glowed. He kind of went hand in hand with Yo-sung.
Yes.
When we first saw them.
Yes.
June is very like I don't know. He's just his body proportions. Like he's just
the way he moves is so smooth.
It's very nice. He's a very nice to look at. I will say. But I don't know. Just all of the guys, honestly.
All of them. Mingha every once in a while grabs me.
Yeah.
Here we go, gang.
Yeah.
All right, I'll take it.
Or like even if I were to say probably DK is like my going 17 bias. Like I have Acai as my treasure map bias because I love that kid in treasure map. He's the funniest thing. But I think DK and like Mingyu are my going 17 biases. But Mingyu is my bias. He's up there.
Period.
But like he goes with more like he also with going like DK is mostly my going 17 bias. Him and like Hoshi because they're the funniest thing. They're really funny.
I lament that we didn't get to see Hoshi at the concert.
Yeah, when we went to see 17, Joshua and Hoshi had COVID, so we didn't see them. And Evelyn was like, "Well, I can't prove that that Joshua is my other bias, because her bias is June and Woozy. Those are like her biases, and Wonu also. But her biases for 17. But she was like, if Joshua comes out, he's gonna be the other one." And he wasn't able to go, so she was like, "Well, I can't prove that he's my other bias.
Yeah,
it's not." And then Hoshi, Hoshi wasn't there either. But I had a feeling that Hoshi was gonna bias wreck, and it wasn't him. It was Dino. But
and this was before I don't understand, but I love you.
Right. But I know that if I would have seen Hoshi there, he would have wrecked for me. Just because I like the dancer type of vibe, and he dances really good.
I thought I was gonna get wrecked by people. I was not. In 17, I chose my biases exactly how I think I was supposed to.
Yeah.
But now, who knows? Because one who sometimes I'm just like, hello, sir.
Yeah. Pia. But honestly, like 17, if you guys are able to go to see 17,
another great.
Even though there were only
concert.
like 4 states, go ahead and see them. This world tour is booty, bro.
Of course, I saw the Carrotland Switch units.
It was great.
Hip hop unit spell has me.
Yeah.
Has me like the little cat. The cat that's like me.
And then the vocal unit when they did the hip hop.
No.
Because you had Sun Quan doing Vernon's part.
No, that's great, and I love it, and I'll die. But Vernon's Yogi Ocean View got me. His Yogi Ocean View got me on the floor. I was at work and I had to stop. I had to stop working. I was just like, "What the fuck you mean?"
But I don't know. Anything else?
I don't know. We've been so disconnected from.
We have been so disconnected. I don't know what has happened this week. Like I kind of know. Like I figured it. Like it was obviously treasure, but like I promise that I wish that I would have done like a whole, like I usually do every year. Like I do like a whole post, like how proud I am of it, and I really am. But like this week was just so chaotic. There was just no way for us to like even tweet or anything.
I've been disconnected. Because
like Mingy and S-Coops have the same birthday, and I was just like, this is great. No, couldn't even celebrate that.
No.
Like I wish that it was a different outcome, and we were home by Sunday, and like we would have been like even more, involved in like their birthdays and like their posts and their anniversaries and stuff like that.
Even if we got home at Tuesday.
Yeah, even if we got home Tuesday. It is what it is. This week has been just awful in that sense.
So like I said, give us some time. We'll catch up.
Yeah.
We'll make the schedules. We'll film stuff. We'll see if we film. Well, I say we, like if I'm the one filming.
Yeah, but he's pretty much our assistant. So.
I make their schedules. I'm the one that helps them schedule out what they're doing for the following week and whatnot. Because I know it's just one less thing that they have to work up in their heads. But I'm like, I'll see if they film anything for this week. Maybe if like I don't know.
We'll figure it out. We don't even remember. Like I don't even know what has come out.
I don't know what has come out. I don't know what we were interested in. I don't know what hasn't been filmed yet. I forgot everything. So like maybe by tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll
tomorrow Monday we'll sit down and the fuck has been happening.
But anyways, if you guys stayed the whole 2 hours that we've been on the live, thank you so much.
It's been a roller coaster. You're welcome.
It's been a roller coaster of freaking
of story
emotions and stuff. So thank you guys so much for joining, for listening to us rant, for just everything. I'm just like. Estoy cansado, jefe.
Estoy cansado.
But anyways, like
that's too damn bad.
But either way, like overall, we had a lot of fun. Like we just keep looking back at the concert videos and we're like, okay,
it was worth it.
It was worth it.
It was worth it.
It was worth it. But yeah,
it was worth my long way home.
For sure. But we'll try to get back on track with like everything, and oh my god.
Yeah, like we I know like Amy and Evelyn and we didn't want to just kind of leave everyone abandoned, not knowing why we aren't. After we worked so hard to get like a good schedule going, and
we were finally getting on track. Like people were like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much for posting like going 17 every Monday." We were on a roll.
We're like, okay, we worked it out of how to make this work better for everyone.
Like even on Patreon, we were like putting up stuff. And I was just like, "Oh my gosh, like we're going somewhere."
Even to like avoid burnout and stuff. I was like,
and like this whole week, bro, I'm telling you, it sucks.
So like we worked so hard to try to get everything on track, and we're like, shit. We at least owe people an explanation.
Yeah. But either way, thank you guys. I know that always happens when you finally get in a groove. It's horrible. But whatever. We're just trying to get a groove back. You know what I mean? We're gonna try to get everything, everything back on track.
So we did it the first time. We'll do it again.
Yeah. It is what it is. we're just trying not to stress out. We already had enough stress this week, so
That's it. Yup.
so we'll see. Like I said, if we both post something this week on our channel, it would be something like a comeback. Like I know Sana came out, like Astro Sana came out with something like his solo thing, and I know it came out this week. I figured that out too, like 3 days after his thing came out, but I figured it out. Like I remembered that it came out, so that might be going up this week. Like there's certain things that might be going up because they're just like a quick filming, a quick, quick recording type of like post, and that's it. But we'll figure it out. We're not making any promises. We'll wait, because if Evelyn's really tired this week, we might not even film this week at all.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But I'm just like glad that we are all safe back home, and hopefully this doesn't happen to us again.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, we still have to travel anyway, because no one really comes down here, so we gotta still have to go.
Yeah, but we don't travel the coast over the summer.
Yeah, no.
Not during hurricane season.
Yeah, no, we can't. But anyways, what group, Pia?
What group, Pia?
What was she gonna say?
I don't know. I'm scared. We're waiting. Sorry, there's a little delay on the live.
Oh yeah, there is.
Okay.
We'll put that in the list. Isn't that like, I think they're like a Filipino group?
I don't know. I cannot tell you.
And they're a girl group. I know
We'll look it up.
We'll look it up.
It's not like we had anything else planned.
Okay. We'll check that out. Or we'll try to check that out. But anyways, we love you guys. Thank you guys for watching and for hearing us rant and for like looking at our stuff, and like I'm gonna try and see if I could post some things. If you guys don't follow us on Twitter, you definitely should go follow us. I'm gonna try to post some stuff there. I haven't. The reason why I haven't also, well, aside from the week, is because it's like I have to put like the watermarks, and it's just like annoying. Like having to choose which one to put the watermark, and then having to put the watermark, and then like so that's why I haven't really like done it.
Yeah,
like I haven't really posted.
People are evil.
People are evil and they steal your shit. So I have to put that. So that's why I haven't really posted my videos on Twitter and stuff like that. But you guys should definitely check us out on Twitter. I'm pretty active there, so usually.
In rare occasions like this week is a different subject. Usually very active.
Yeah. But anyways, we love you guys so much. Thank you for joining. We love you. Until next time. Bye.